The character.
I don't know who did. I don't know who made Black Panther.
Marvel.
Well, I know that, but like inside Marvel.
I don't know. Jack Kirby. I don't know.
To be honest, it probably was Jack Kirby. He's made a shit ton of stuff.
He has, and he doesn't get any credit for it. It's kind of sad.
Because he's not in a movie.
Nope.
Put him in a movie and no good credit.
Is he still alive?
Jack Kirby? No, I think Jack Kirby died. Jack Kirby and I think Steve Ditko died. I think they're all dead.
Damn. They're all gone.
Same thing with Bob Kane and Bill Finger. They're both dead.
Everybody's dying.
Everybody's dead.
It's our turn. We're next.
We gotta create Batman.
I'm not that creative.
Like we have to like go back in time and like create Batman.
So instead of just creating a new character, we're going to create a time machine, go back in time, and create Batman.
Yep. We're gonna kill Bob Kane. We're gonna kill Bill Finger back in like the 40s.
Why do we have to? Well, hold on. Why do we have to kill them? Why don't we just go?
They made it.
Yeah, but why don't we just go back to like 35 and make it before then?
I mean,
why do we have to kill people?
You want to take the fun out of it, I guess.
I mean, we can still kill some. We can go kill Hitler, and then we can go make Batman.
That's not fun. What are we gonna get from that?
No world wars, possibly. No World War II.
No, there's still gonna be some kind of war. Hitler's dead.
No World War IIs.
It's like that's gonna spark something.
We'll go back to like the 20s, and we'll kill him before he's a political power. We'll kill him, and then we'll create Batman. Yeah, and then we'll make Batman.
And then we'll make Batman. That sounds like a plan.
We got to make Batman, Superman, and Spider-Man the top three. We'll just make the top three, and then we'll be done with it. We'll make all the monies.
I want to make Batman.
That's fine. You can put your name on Batman.
I'll
put my name on Superman,
and I'll make him ultra dark and serious, and everyone's not gonna like it.
Even though Superman was made before Batman, right?
Superman was the first like comic book superhero.
Yeah, we have to go back even
like the late 20s, I think.
Yeah, we'll have to go back even further for that.
Jesus Christ!
Damn.
Welcome back to the 22nd, I think, episode of the Real Blue Old podcast.
We were legally able to drink on the last one.
So we were
22nd,
the most mediocre podcast on the web.
Wait, do you realize? Wade. I'm one of your hosts, Devin. Do you realize there's only probably one more podcast episode after this for the year?
Oh my god!
And then that's it.
Years are going by way too fast. We're gonna be dead soon.
Our next podcast will probably be about
Star Wars. More Star Wars.
Star Wars episode 9.
What have you been watching this week, Devin?
Star Wars.
Just all Star Wars all time?
Yeah, basically.
Nothing but Star Wars.
Have I watched anything besides Star Wars? I don't think so. I was behind on my marathon, so I kind of caught up this week.
You watched Force Awakens today, right?
I was in the middle of it. I have like 45 minutes left, and then you were like, let's do the podcast.
Well, you could have told me, hey, I'm fucking watching Force Awakens, and I could have waited.
I've seen it. I know what happens, so it's okay. It's in like a good part to pause. It was like right when they're talking about blowing up.
Right when Han Solo gets stabbed in the chest.
No, that doesn't happen with 45 minutes left. Jesus Christ.
No, that's like halfway through.
No, it's like 10 minutes left in the movie.
No, that happens pretty like.
No, he dies, and then Rey fights Kylo, and then it's over. That's the whole movie.
Is that what happens?
Yeah, that's basically.
Maybe I'm thinking of a different movie.
You're thinking of Godzilla in
Bryan. I'm thinking of Godzilla with Bryan Cranston.
Yeah, that's what you're thinking.
Godzilla just like stomps on him.
He dies 10 minutes in
the movie.
And everybody was pissed. Like, Bryan Cranston.
That movie has like the best 10 minutes, like the first 10 minutes ever. And then they just kill Bryan Cranston. And it's like, all right, cool.
I mean, it's still the best Godzilla movie probably I've seen. So,
well, I mean, the original, nothing beats the original. But like since the original, probably. Yeah.
I've seen the original, but it was a long, long time ago.
The original's like great.
It was a long. There are so many Godzilla movies. There's like 30 of them.
That's insane. Criterion recently put out like this big collection of like 50 Godzilla movies, and it's like $500. And I'm like, Jesus Christ.
You should get it. I'll get that.
I'm not gonna get that.
I'll get that for Christmas.
I'm not. If you do that, cool. That's awesome. But like, I'm not spending money on that.
Would you even watch all 50 of them?
If you get them, I'll watch them.
Even the ones that like aren't in English.
Yeah, the original Godzilla's not in English.
I know, but that one's good. Most of the other ones aren't.
Most of the other ones are very good.
I'll just get you the 98 Godzilla.
Get me Godzilla versus King Kong to lead up to the new Godzilla versus King Kong.
Did you see that leaked image I showed you?
I saw the leaked image and it looked just like a bunch of like mush.
Because it's a leaked image. It's not
leaked. It was just like, it was like, oh, you see Godzilla and you see King Kong and they're just like staring at each other. And I was like, all right, cool. I knew that was going to happen in the fucking movie.
I guess I'll just say this now because it's the only Godzilla King Kong thing I have. But apparently King Kong is full grown in this movie now. So before he wasn't full grown. I know you haven't seen Kong Skull Island. You haven't seen, right?
I haven't. I heard it was great, but I just don't care about King Kong.
It's good, but he's tinier than Godzilla. Like he's really short, and he's like everybody's like, how is he going to fight Godzilla? He's like a fourth of the size.
So he
of
just
Godzilla.
Growed up over the years.
He was a baby, and now he's an adult in this movie.
Okay,
so.
okay. Like that's the most lazy explanation, but all right, it makes sense.
I mean, they explain it in Kong. They're like, he's a baby. He's not full grown.
He's a little baby boy. I thought it was gonna be like, oh, Godzilla like pukes out some toxic waste, and it gets on like this monkey, and he gets really big.
I still don't see.
Pissed, and they fight.
I still don't see it after the second Godzilla. What was it called? King of Monsters. I don't know how King Kong even fights against a nuclear.
Yeah, he turns into like a fire demon
that melts buildings just by walking near him.
It's like, how the fuck? How is King Kong gonna? I know he's gonna beat him because then that's how they're gonna call him King Kong because he's the king of the monsters now. But that doesn't make any sense.
It says on the poster only one will survive, so I guess somebody's dying.
I guess it's like Batman versus Superman. Oh, somebody's gonna die, but not really.
They could always kill Godzilla and be like, oh, but he laid an egg.
But he laid an egg, and it's baby Godzilla, and he comes back and he's pissed.
He's gonna become Mecha Godzilla, and then
no, that's a different Godzilla, Devin.
But no, he'll grow up to be half Godzilla, half Mecha, and then
how do you grow up to be half robot?
Like as he's growing up, something else like bites him in half. And
oh my god!
And then he gets
like
robot legs.
We must rebuild him.
Yeah,
and they like cover him in Power Ranger parts.
They give him robot legs like Darth Maul, and then
oh my god,
he fights.
Was it Baby Godzilla that could talk? Couldn't Baby Godzilla talk?
One of them could talk, and it was stupid as hell. But
it was really dumb in one of the movies. It was just I think it was Godzilla. I think Godzilla like
there's no way.
Didn't something happen to like Baby Godzilla, and he was just like no. Or when he pulled a fucking Anakin Skywalker.
He pulled a Caesar.
No, but it was like really like it was like the most mundane no like ever. He's just like
I think I know what you're talking about. I think I've seen YouTube clips.
It's really dumb. Those movies are really
never
dumb.
Make Godzilla speak. Never make Godzilla speak.
I mean, if you do get like James Earl Jones,
he's so many iconic voices. Why would you make him
get
Godzilla?
Get Sam Elliott then.
Get Samuel L. Jackson.
I've had it with these motherfucking monkeys in my motherfucking city.
See, you can't do that though because he was in Kong Skull Island. That'd be weird.
It wouldn't be weird. It's a fucking movie about giant monsters. Anything's possible.
It'd be weird. I don't know. Have you heard the theories about King Kong in this universe? This new universe they have?
No, is he like a racist?
No, the theories is the government created King Kong.
Oh, probably
as a just in case for Godzilla.
Well, Godzilla was created by the government by doing like nuclear tests and stuff.
No, they say Godzilla was a dinosaur. Remember they said that.
But he was like a mutated thing from nuclear tests.
Yeah.
So it's like they technically created him.
But yeah, they created him, but they were like, okay, we need something just in case Godzilla like turns back.
Godzilla's a good guy though, so they fucked up.
They did it just in case, so they're like, let's make King Kong. And then
so does that mean King Kong's the bad guy? Is he like an asshole?
I don't know. I have no idea anything about this movie besides that it comes out next year.
I just hope it's not like King of the Monsters, where it's like, hey, you wanted more monster fights, right? But let's just like obscure all the monster fights.
I've seen so many things about people talk about that movie and they're like, it's amazing. And I'm like, no, it's not. It's really not that good.
Monster fighting there's like 5 minutes of monster fights. And then they have the balls to like just cover it up with just like, hey, here's a really cool fight between Godzilla and that 3-headed dragon, whatever the fuck his name was, Rodan or whatever, Ghidorah. And then like right as they like tackle each other, a fucking jet comes into frame and just covers it all. It's like, why would you do that?
At least the first Godzilla like showed the action. Sometimes it did cut away, but the first one
cut away most of the time.
It showed like
that's what I liked. That's what I liked about that Godzilla was that like it harkened back to the original when it wasn't just like Godzilla fighting monsters.
I don't know. I like the 2014 one. I like
art, man.
I like the end where he just blows his fire breath down the.
That was fucking awesome.
It was amazing. It was amazing in theaters.
He rips a fucking monster's jaw off,
and then fire breathes down his throat,
which I guess is a reference to
King Kong.
Yeah, Peter Jackson's King Kong when he rips the dinosaur's jaw open.
Yeah, that scarred me for life. To be honest, it scared me.
I thought it was awesome as a kid. I was sitting in the theater watching this fucking 3.5 hour movie, just being like, "Oh man, this is amazing." The rest of the movie's really boring, but like, this is awesome.
Like, I watched that after I watched Jurassic Park, and I was like, "No, Rexy, no."
Did you ever play the game?
What game? King Kong
movie? No. The game?
No,
it was like a first person shooter. It was really weird.
Did you play the game?
I rented it at like Blockbuster or whatever.
PS1?
No, I think it was PS2 or PS3.
Oh, really? I
think it was like early PS3. I think.
When did that King Kong come out? I thought it came out in like 2004 or something.
I think it was like 2000. It might have been PS2. I think it was 2005.
Oh, that's like right around PS3 then, isn't it? When did PS3 come out?
So.
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
All the years just meshed together.
Yeah. Nobody remembers PS3 anyway.
Yeah. It was a sad game that got hacked, or game console that got hacked.
Yeah.
I remember that being
expensive.
Such a scandal back in the day.
Yeah, because how does a whole network get hacked for like 2 years?
Fucking Sony.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense. Sony's been hacked twice now. Jesus Christ.
I'm sure they get hacked almost every day. It's just not reported.
Probably. Probably. I wouldn't doubt it.
I've heard that they have like 0 firewalls. So anybody who just knows the password. And none of it's encrypted or anything. So I'm pretty sure.
Why don't we try to hack Sony?
I'm sure we could.
And like find some shit on like the failed Amazing Spider-Man 3 project.
No, let's find out shit about the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 4.
Oh my God.
People would lose their goddamn minds.
Let's just make it. Let's find the script. Let's make it.
Well, you think they finished the script?
Maybe. I don't know.
You think we'd be able to get Toby back? Some 2 weirdos?
No, hey, I mean just like us. Like just you and me. You and me. We're gonna fucking make this thing.
But who's gonna star in it?
You.
I'm not. No, I don't want to be Spider-Man.
You're white.
There's too much pressure on being.
We'll have Dylan do it because he kind of looks like Andrew Garfield.
That's the worst Spider-Man.
Yeah, but he's not Spider-Man though.
Let's have Logan do it.
He's not actually Andrew Garfield. You want a crazy Spider-Man?
Jesus Christ. Let's do a drug Spider-Man.
You have to shave.
Nah, he could be.
Can't have a bearded Spider-Man.
He just cut the bottom part of his, and he
could be Wolverine.
His name is Logan. So.
Exactly.
There you go. All right, you ready to get in some trailers that came out this week?
Let's get into the trailers. You didn't ask me what I was watching, you fuck.
What'd you watch this week?
You bastard.
We went on a tangent.
It doesn't really matter. I didn't really watch a whole lot. I watched Marriage Story, which is a Netflix movie. It's about like, hey, divorce is awful and like marriage sucks.
I've heard
it's just people screaming at each other for like 2 hours. But it's great. It's a great movie. It's got great performances in it. The most unrealistic part of the movie is the fact that someone who looks like Scarlett Johansson would ever find someone who looks like Adam Driver attractive.
Adam Driver is a weird looking professor.
He's such a weird looking person.
He's got like a crooked face almost.
He does. His face is uneven. Not to like make fun of him, even though we are. He's a great actor, but you just look funny. Adam Driver.
I doubt this will ever get to Adam Driver. And if it does, hello Adam Driver.
I'm gonna tweet this at him when we put it out.
He'll probably be like, "What the fuck is this?"
He's ripped like a motherfucker, though.
Have you seen? Yeah, we've seen Ben Swallow.
Hell yeah,
Ben Swallow.
We'll see the biggest pecs in the world.
We'll see it again in episode 9. Don't worry.
Oh, I hope we do. And I hope they call him Ben Swallow as well.
Anything else you watched besides A Marriage Story?
I watched another Netflix movie called Polar. It was really bad. Let's talk about the trailers.
Polar?
Yes.
I've never heard of this.
It was bad. Don't worry about it.
If you don't want to get into it, that's fine.
It was really bad.
What do you want to talk about first?
Let's talk about Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters
Afterlife.
What'd you think? What was your first impression?
I was actually very surprised by this trailer and how good it actually is.
I know, it got me because I was kind of like on the edge of like, do I actually want to see this third Ghostbusters movie in theaters? But after seeing this, I was like, fuck yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's go.
They definitely pulled a Force Awakens. This feels a lot like the first Force Awakens trailer, where it's just like, let's just kind of like hint at some stuff and let's play some like cool, like sort of remix Ghostbuster music, but it's got like that classic piano and it's just like show some stuff. And someone, I think, I heard that someone like put those two trailers, like they made a video where they put those two trailers like back to back and they're like beat for beat the same, but that's fine because both of them are great trailers.
How'd you feel about not showing the original cast?
I thought that was great. We get the little like voiceover from Bill Murray, but that's a line from the original. They just took that from the movie. But I was actually surprised because I thought like maybe at the end we would see like Bill Murray's fucking old face show up and he'd be like, ooh, boo, boo. But he didn't do that.
How much do you think they're actually going to be in this movie?
I honestly don't think they're going to be in it a lot. I hope they don't do like a CGI like Harold Ramis. I really hope they don't do that because I would look fucking awful. They're probably maybe cameos. Probably. I hope this is kind of just like its own thing. Just make it about these kids. They find a bunch of ghost equipment and they go hunt ghosts. Like, just that sounds cool. That's a cool premise.
I really like Paul Rudd in the trailer.
Paul Rudd was great. I remember hearing that he was in the movie and I was like, what? Like, is he going to be a Ghostbuster? Is he going to be like, what is he? He's just like a teacher. And I'm like, all right, that's cool.
And he knows stuff about Ghostbusters.
Yeah, he's just like, hey, there was a thing 30 years ago that nobody cared about.
And I'm so glad they just like dissed the 2016 Girlbusters movie. They just fucking, there hasn't been a ghost sighting in 30 years.
Well, that wasn't canon. That movie wasn't canon.
Doesn't matter.
That was a remake anyway. But yeah, fuck that movie because it shouldn't have existed.
They could have tried to implement, like, yeah, there was like this team over there that did stuff, but like
they couldn't have because the original cast is in that movie as different characters.
Oh, are they? I haven't seen
all of them except for Harold Ramis because he's dead. But like Ernie Hudson, Dan Aykroyd, they're all in there, but they're all different characters.
I didn't know that. I didn't know they were in there.
Yeah.
Still, fuck that movie. So,
fuck it.
Trash.
This looks great. I wish though that they would call this Ghostbusters 3. Like, stop with the stupid subtitles.
It's. I don't know if it is like you said. It's kind of a remake. It's not really.
No, this is like you said. This is Ghostbusters. Like, this is a sequel.
I know it's a soft reboot of the franchise, but
sure. But like, just call it Ghostbusters because I want to see the fucking ghost on the cover do like a 3, like he does with Ghostbusters 2.
Maybe that'll be the poster.
Make that the poster. Jesus Christ.
They don't have to call it Ghostbusters 3, but
he just the little ghost. He's like doing the 3, even though I think he only has 3 fingers.
But just hold up his hand.
He'll do this because he's got 2 fingers and a thumb.
What are they gonna do if there's a 4th? He just sticks.
He's fucked.
He does 2 hands.
He'll have to use 2 hands, or he'll just have to get over it with his dumb ghost fingers.
I'm a little worried though because I didn't see any of the actual ghosts. There was like a little glimpse.
There was something at the very end where it just kind of like flew by. It looked like Slimer a little bit.
And like I know the ghosts in the first 2 Ghostbusters don't look like normal ghosts. They're not scary. They're kind of like goofy little silly things. But I don't know how they're gonna take it in this one. Are we gonna go Scooby-Doo?
I hope it's not, because that's the problem that Girlbusters had, where it went full on like oh boo 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 poop butts and boo. But that's not what Ghostbusters was. Like, Ghostbusters for the most part is kind of a serious movie, just with like a couple jokes in it here and there, and Bill Murray just being like, "Oh yeah, he's got no dick." Like, that's it. It's like a straightforward, like, especially towards the end when they meet Gozer, like that it gets like dead serious at that point. So like I hope it stays with that tone where like it's a serious movie, but it has a little fun here and there.
I mean, if it's based off this trailer, the trailer was very serious.
Yeah, the trailer looked great. The trailer was awesome.
But I like it. I'm ready for some more.
I'm excited. Don't put out any more trailers. I think this is enough. People like this trailer. Just leave it alone.
They're going to put out at least 2 more. Every movie gets 3 trailers.
They're going to put out 2 more 5-minute trailers and then 6 TV spots and then another like teaser. It's like, Jesus Christ. You might as well just put out the movie.
Endgame was the one movie nowadays that didn't have a lot of trailers, and all their trailers replayed the same footage.
All their trailers was just Captain America like being like, "Oh, I don't know what I'm going to do if it doesn't," and then that's it.
Yeah, that's basically
like, this looks really boring.
They released 2 full trailers, and I think they did 2 TV spots, and that was it. It was like all the trailers. And one of their trailers, no, they released 3 trailers, but one of their trailers just showed footage from other movies, so it wasn't really an in-game trailer.
That don't count.
So
that ain't fair. That's cheating.
I mean, they didn't have to build up hype for them. They probably couldn't release any trailers. It still would have made.
They probably shouldn't have, to be completely honest. That's what I would have done.
Social experiment.
Also not the Russo brothers.
will this movie make $3 billion?
That's something I would do. Like, I would make a Batman movie and then just like tell nobody about it. And then like they go to the theater and they just see, what the fuck is that? And then they like go see it and they're like, oh my God, this movie sucks.
Like, like you wouldn't release a poster or anything?
No, I'd put out a poster, but you would see the poster for the first time in the theater. You would go to the theater
Like,
and it would just be there, and you'd be like, "There's a new Batman movie coming out! Holy shit!"
Like,
I just wouldn't show anything.
You would put the poster up the day it's released, or like
no, I'd put it out a little bit. Like I put it out like a month or two before it comes out. But that's all I would put out was just like a poster in like a couple movie theaters.
I don't think any movie studio has the balls to just release a movie without any promotion whatsoever.
No, because that's risky as fuck and it wouldn't make any money.
It is, but like I think Endgame could have done that, to be honest.
Endgame could have, just because everyone knew it was coming out.
Just tell everybody the release date, no promotion whatsoever, and I think it could have.
The trailer should have been the end of Infinity War when Sam Jackson fades away into dust and he says motherfucker, and then just it fades it to black, and then the Avengers A comes up and it just says like May 2019. That's it. That's the trailer.
And it still don't reveal the title until the movie.
No, just we go in and then it's like, oh, Avengers Endgame. Oh shit, I didn't know
that. They didn't release the title till the trailer, which is something now other movie studios, I guess not movie studios because they're both Disney, because Star Wars did that too. They didn't release their episode 9 title.
That's what they're doing now, yeah.
I guess it's building up hype. I don't know. But
I don't know.
All right, Wonder Woman 84 trailer.
Wonder Woman. What is this movie called? Because I think when you look it up, it's called Wonder Woman 1984. But then in the trailer, it's just called Wonder Woman 84. What the fuck is this called?
I'm going to call it Wonder Woman 84.
I'm going to call it Wonder Woman 2 because that's what it is.
It's just called Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman. If this is better than the first one, I'm just going to call it Wonder Woman. Actually, honestly, like this looks fucking awesome.
It does. And I was quite surprised on how fun this trailer actually was.
This to me reminds me of how people see Thor Ragnarok. Like when they watch that movie and they're like, this is fucking awesome. Like this is my Thor Ragnarok. I'm finally gonna get to see why everyone likes Thor Ragnarok, because it's gonna be a fucking DC movie, so it's gonna be good.
Oh wow. Throwing shade at Marvel. Anyways, it was like I was super interested because before I was like, well, I don't even know what this movie's gonna be.
Yeah, it sounded so weird because I think originally they said they were going to make it Flashpoint. They were going to fold Flashpoint into Wonder Woman. I was like, don't do that. It
was weird. And I'm glad they didn't show fucking Cheetah yet. I'm glad that wasn't in the trailer.
She's in the movie, but like they didn't show her as like Cheetah.
Yeah, I was surprised. I thought they were going to do it at the end, but
nah, just keep it a secret. Nobody knows who Cheetah is.
At the end, they showed her stupid eagle outfit, which I didn't think was actually.
That outfit is so like over the top and dumb. I love it. I
didn't think that was actually ever going to be in a movie because I knew about it and everybody hated it.
Yeah, from the comics. It looks like it's stupid in the comics.
Yeah, everybody hates it in the comics. So I was like, they'll never put it in a movie. And I was like, oh shit, they actually did it.
Yeah, that was one of the posters.
I didn't think it would actually be in the movie. I was like, oh, it's just promotion.
It's in the movie and it's just as dumb as I thought it would look. But it's
I don't
amazing.
know. Like, do you think it's gonna like do anything, or it's just like her new outfit?
It might. I think in the comics it does something. I don't fucking remember because my knowledge of Wonder Woman comics is very limited. Because I'm not like the biggest Wonder Woman fan, but in the movie it's probably just gonna be like a new costume she gets.
I was a little upset that we didn't get any invisible jet, but I think this
Wonder Woman can fly. She didn't need a jet.
She doesn't fly. She has never flown.
The end of the first one, she jumps in the air and stays in the air for like 5 minutes right before she like zaps Hades into oblivion.
That was just slow-mo.
No, she flew, Devin.
She jumped in the air and then it slow-moed when she got to the top.
She believes she can fly.
No, she can't fly.
I would love the invisible jet, but
there was a scene and I was like, is that the fucking invisible jet? There's a scene where Wonder Woman and Chris Pine, I forget his character's name.
Steve Trevor.
They're both in a jet and they're like looking around. There's fireworks going off. I'm like, are they in the fucking invisible jet? Like,
well, if you could see it, it wasn't invisible.
No, from the inside. It was from the inside.
Oh. They were just in a jet, and you're just like, oh, that's it. It's like you could see that.
The footage was from inside the cockpit. So
maybe, I don't know.
I was just like, oh, is it the?
I feel like that would be something that they would put in this movie because this feels like a funner movie.
It does. There's fucking her swinging on lightning.
That was the thing where I was like, this movie's gonna be the best goddamn thing ever.
That was badass.
The moment she's swinging on lightning bolts, come on, man.
That was badass.
Come
Which
on.
I don't think that's ever like a thing in the comics, which I'm fine with.
I don't think it is. I don't think she ever uses that rope to like she never uses it practically. It's always been a dumb rope.
It's the rope of truth.
The lasso of truth or whatever the fuck it's called. It's always dumb.
But like she's actually like using it for shit. She's using it for combat. And she's whipping on things like Indiana Jones stuff. It's amazing.
Hopefully this one is like good because I fucking hated the first one.
I mean, if this trailer's anything to indicate, it's gonna be amazing.
Well, I mean, the first one, I like the trailers for the first one as well, and I was excited to see the first one, and then it let me down. So the same thing could happen, but I don't know. From what I've seen, this looks awesome.
It does, and I'm excited. I don't know how Steve Trevor comes back. That's a little weird to me.
It looks like, from what I can tell, and if it is what I think it is, that kind of sucks because everything is fucking doing this now. But it reminds me a lot of Batman Arkham Knight, where they brought the Joker back. Spoilers for a 5-year-old game. But it was like in Batman's mind. So like Joker was always like in the game, like with you, but it was always in Batman's head. So, and I think that might be what they're doing, where he's there the whole movie, but he's just in Diana's head.
So they're pulling like a Jessica Jones,
a Jessica Jones or so. Yeah. And everything since Arkham Knight has been fucking doing it.
I don't know. I think he might actually be there. I don't know how. I have no idea how.
Magic.
Time travel magic, something.
Time travel magic. The Flash brings him back.
Maybe. I have no idea.
That'd be cool.
I don't know what his purpose is in the movie either. Like, why is he there?
What was his purpose in the first one?
To die.
Exactly. He'll die again.
He'll
be Captain Phasma. He'll just die over and over again.
He's a discount Captain America, just not as cool.
I mean, I guess he's not anything like Captain America, though.
He died in a plane crash. His name's Steve.
Captain America didn't die in a plane crash.
He died. Quotation.
He got frozen.
Everybody thought he died.
Everybody thought he died, but he was alive.
Everybody thought he dead.
Steve Rogers actually died.
No, Steve Rogers is still alive.
Or fucking Steve Trevor. God damn it. All these characters named Steve and
there's only two names. Who else is named Steve?
I don't know.
Exactly. There's only two.
I'm sure there's somebody else. There's some other fucking Stephen Paul or whatever.
Is Mr. Freeze's name Steve?
No, his name is fucking Victor Freeze.
Oh, yeah. You're born to become Mr. Freeze if your last name is Freeze.
Yeah. I'm Mr. Freeze. Well, what's your supervillain name? Mr. Freeze? I don't know. Fuck it.
Good thing I can freeze. Good thing I can freeze things. Otherwise, that would not make any goddamn
sense. To get in that accident where I just can freeze people all of a sudden.
Otherwise, my name would make no goddamn sense.
Yeah. Imagine he got like fire powers.
My name is Mr. Freeze. What?
I'm gonna burn you to death. How does that make sense?
Do you one more thing about this trailer? Do you think Cheetah in this is gonna be like, because in the comics she's like magic, like she becomes Cheetah via like magic and shit. Do you think that's gonna be how this movie is, or do you think they're gonna take like a scientific?
I would like magic because the DCEU has already established that magic exists. But if this movie isn't in the DCEU or whatever the fuck it is, because apparently it's not a sequel, even though it is, they could fucking do anything. I think doing science is a little weird when you have the main character who's a Greek god and there's like magic science like everywhere. Like, just use magic.
Do you think it's going to be a CG or do you think it's going to be a suit?
I hope it's practical. Why the fuck would you get Kristen Wiig and just CG her? Make her look like one of the cats from Cats.
That's what I was going to say. Cats fucking did it. So
no, just put makeup on her. Put her in a goddamn cat suit.
What if she just wears what if she just wears felt and it's just her in felt? And
that's fine. That's better than nothing. That's better than fully CG.
I don't know. I think people would be disappointed if you just put her in like a furry suit and it was just like, and no like makeup or nothing. She's just a normal person in a furry suit.
They call me Cheetah. That's what like an early 2000s movie would do. If Wonder Woman came out in the early 2000s, they'd be like, we got to make it realistic.
Like if they did that with Spawn when Spawn came out, like that's
oh my god, I wish Spawn was more realistic. That movie fucking sucks.
Oh, Spawn, you'll never die in our hearts. And then the other two trailers, Free Guy. I saw this trailer,
which I didn't watch. I'll probably watch it tonight after the show. To be completely honest,
it looked really interesting. Ryan Reynolds is at his best.
Does it, as someone who has seen the trailer, does it accurately depict video games?
It's like, yeah, because it's like GTA server. That's what it looks like. Shit just blowing up everywhere, and the NPC's just walking along, doing his little thing. He's just like, yeah, it's just a normal occurrence. And then somebody comes by and is like shooting people. Like, it looks like a GTA server. That's what it looks like. And that's what I think they're going for, is like it's an online server and like everybody's doing everything. And then somebody comes and robs the bank, and then that's where he works. And then that's where like the whole story starts going, I guess. Is he
like breaking free from his programming, or is he just like, oh shit, I'm in a video game, I gotta go do this thing?
He kills one of the players, the real players, and takes their glasses, and when he puts it on, he can see what like the real world can see. Like everybody has health bars and stuff, and when he takes it off, it goes back to normal. When he puts it back on, he sees the health bars.
Cool as hell.
Yeah, so
that's awesome.
It was fun. It was really fun. And I'm excited to see it.
I'm excited to see it too.
Ryan Reynolds he was actually trying in this movie. So
Ryan Reynolds is always trying. How dare you?
Oh, have you seen his rom-coms?
I've seen a couple of them.
Yeah, they're not the best.
They're all right. The Proposal was all right. Fuck you.
Okay, The Proposal. What
are the rom-coms that he make?
He made the one where he was fat at the beginning. I forget what that was.
Oh, Just Friends?
Yeah.
Don't talk shit about Just Friends, all right? That movie's a classic.
Okay, maybe in your mind.
Does Paperman count as a fucking rom-com?
No. No. I'm gonna say
romance and comedy in the movie.
I'm gonna say no. But
Jesus Christ. Paperman's great. If y'all haven't seen Paperman, go watch Paperman.
And then what was the other trailer that came out? I forgot.
The Boys season 2.
Boys.
This was a leaked teaser for season 2. Apparently, it wasn't supposed to come out, but like somebody leaked
pulled a Deadpool,
and they and Amazon was all like, "Oh my god!" But unfortunately, I didn't get to see it. I'm sure I could find like a pirate of it out there somewhere, but I'm too lazy to look. I've heard it's amazing, and I'm fucking excited because Boys season 1 was awesome.
I didn't see this trailer or watch season 1. So
I'm gonna sell you on season 1 right now with one sentence. Carl Urban at one point wields a laser-eyed baby as a weapon.
What? What? Okay. That sounds amazing. That sounds like something that would take place.
It's the funniest goddamn thing I've ever seen.
It sounds like something that would take place in a Saints Row game.
And he's just like holding the baby like very poorly, and he's just fucking like waving it around as it shoots lasers everywhere. It's so funny. It show's amazing.
That's awesome. It's on Amazon Prime, right?
Yeah.
It's on. Ooh, I may have to.
It's only 8 episodes, so you could fucking knock it out.
I may have to check that out. All right, before we get into the movie news, are we doing Mandalorian Chapter 6?
The Mandalore Review.
The Mandalore Review. It's becoming a weekly thing.
Yes, until it ends. Then it's over.
2 weeks from now.
2 weeks from now.
When it ends. What do you think? What was your impression?
This episode, I mean, this definitely wasn't the piece of shit that the last episode was. I definitely found some enjoyment from this episode, but it's just so like generic. There were so many generic moments in this episode where I was like, this has been in every like movie ever. All the lines that everyone was saying were like, I could probably, if I predicted what Bill Burr was going to say, I probably would have gotten it on the nose. And just like some of the things they do, it was just like really generic. I do appreciate Bill Burr showing up because I love Bill Burr. And like Clancy Brown was in it, and the dude from fucking Batman Begins was in it, which was fun. It was a fine episode, I guess. It didn't like piss me off.
I'll agree.
It's just very generic.
I agree with your dialogue statement here. I'll agree with it. But like I found it just interesting as fuck for some reason, just because it's like a prisoner thing in Star Wars, prisoner heist in Star Wars. I don't think we've ever seen that before. Maybe no,
yeah. I mean that's a cool idea, and there are a lot of moments in there where I was like, "Fuck, this is kind of cool." But it's just like there were so many moments, like the moment when Mando and the rest of the bounty hunters are all like pointing their guns at each other, and they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna shoot you first." And I'm like, "This has been in every fucking movie, like ever."
I was hoping Mandalorian would just shoot him, but he didn't.
That's what he should have did, because that's what I would have done. I would just been like, "Fuck y'all."
And then when he smashed that dude's face with the doors,
the action scenes were really cool in this.
I kind of like jerked back when he did that, when he smashed that dude's face. I was
like when he's taking out those robots and shit. I was like, this is actually pretty cool.
Yeah, there's some.
He just
good
comes
action.
up behind him with like a knife, and he's just like fucking.
I still think the Mandalorian is kind of a dumbass, but
he is. He gets by on luck a lot of times.
Yeah, and why leave the baby in the thing again?
Even the goddamn bit hasn't learned his fucking lesson.
Stop leaving that fucking kid everywhere.
And that's another thing about this show that is confusing to me, because it's like the first 3 episodes had a narrative, like they were all connected to each other. 4, 5, and 6 were kind of bottle episodes, but then they have the through line of the Baby Yoda thing. So it's like, what the fuck does this show, like, what is this show? Like, it feels like it wants to be a bottle episode thing, because the last 3 episodes were just like, oh, here's the Mandalorian like doing stuff, but then we're just gonna ignore the first 3 episodes that had a narrative. Like, the show's just all over the place.
I feel like the last couple episodes are him just bouncing around trying to find a place to put this little baby, but like something ends up happening and he has to do it. Like, that's just what all 3 episodes.
Is that the premise? Is that what's gonna happen in the show?
I don't know. Like, he's just like, oh, I gotta find a place to put the Baby Yoda because I don't want it anymore. But then he's like, oh, but this little
fucking gave it up to the dude.
What dude?
The dude he gave it to.
Bounty dude?
Yeah, he's not a father. Why does he want this fucking baby?
I don't know, because of the baby.
He's clearly he clearly doesn't care about it. He's leaving it on the ship for it to just walk out and get stolen by somebody.
I'm not saying he's not a dumbass. I'm just saying that he's
such a fucking major dumbass.
And then like he leaves it on the ship with the droid bounty hunter, who's just like, what do you think the droid bounty hunter is gonna do? He's gonna fucking murder it. He don't want no witnesses.
No, droids don't give a fuck. Droids don't have souls.
And he got extremely lucky with that droid walking past when he was in the prison cell. I was like, he's fucked. Yeah. There's no way he's getting out of there. But he got lucky as shit.
That could have been the moment to like show how clever your character was, but it's just like, no, you just got lucky. He just grabbed it and was just like, all right, you're coming with me.
I thought he was gonna like pick the lock or something.
Yeah, that could have been cool. He's got all this. He's stacked to the 9s with armor. You don't have a little lock pick in there that you can fucking like. He's just got to rely on luck. Like,
he doesn't have street smarts. He was a college boy.
He's a college Mandalorian.
Yeah.
I did appreciate the Gungans reference and the reference to Canto Bite.
I was
both from Bill Burr.
I was kind of taken back by the Gungan one. I was like, really? I was like,
they flat out referenced Jar Jar Binks.
I know.
He's like, you said don't take your helmet off, and I was like, Disney, you know people don't like the prequels. They don't, especially Jar Jar, and they don't like Canto Bite. And those are the 2 things, right? That to me felt like another Rian Johnson, like, fuck you. Where they're just
but earlier in the show, they referenced the fucking Christmas special, which people don't like that either. So,
but the Christmas special is like so bad it's good. It's something that's like ironically good. The prequels are just bad.
Yeah. And
Canto Bite is bad.
I'm like, do people just know about the Gungans like throughout the universe? I didn't think that was like a thing. I guess after the Phantom Menace, when they fought in that war, they're like, oh, the Gungans, they're out there.
So does that mean Jar Jar's still alive?
That doesn't. No, that just means there are other Jar Jars.
What if he's still alive? There's other Jar Jars? No, I don't want another Jar Jar.
I mean, you saw there's a whole like city of them.
Season 2, we'll get a baby Jar Jar.
Oh,
I'll have to fucking transport that.
I'd rather have the baby Jabba and just redo that whole story from the Clone Wars show or movie or whatever.
I don't want to see him carrying around a slug baby.
It was adorable in the movie.
It's fucking gross. Because it was animated. Imagine that fucking thing in live action.
Just get Jabba.
Disgusting. Yeah, Jabba's disgusting.
He's like an adult man thing.
Okay.
Slug.
He's okay. This would just be like a little baby slug. It'll still be gross.
Maybe Jabba just doesn't take care of himself. Maybe they're supposed to be skinny worms, but he's a fat worm.
I guess.
He's like he doesn't
a little skinny baby worm that's just like a little like
he doesn't wash his body and stuff. And he's
of course not. Man. If you were Jabba the Hutt, would you wash your body? No.
He sits on his throne and eats his little shrimp things.
He's just his grapes or whatever.
Yeah, whatever he eats
with salacious crumb.
And then he gets choked out and dies. That's his whole thing.
That's his lot in life.
Anything else about chapter 6?
No, I mean, it wasn't a bad episode. In fact, it was probably one of the better episodes, but it's just this whole show is just like, there's just nothing there that's hooking me. Like, if I had never seen any of these episodes, I don't think like I'd lose sleep and be like, fuck, I gotta watch The Mandalorian. Because it's just, even the good episodes are just like, all right, like whatever. It's very surface level. Like I
gotta
think
have something in 7 and 8 to just end it. Like, first of all, I don't want it to just end on nothing. Just be like, yeah.
I don't either, but that's probably what's gonna happen. It's probably just gonna end on just an episode.
But like 7 and 8 should be connected, like the first 3 were, and kind of just like the story, a story, something.
They have 30 minutes to wrap up, or they have an hour, I guess, with 2 30-minute episodes to wrap up the season. And I don't think they're going to do anything with it.
Because every episode ends with him in space. Like, where is he going to go next?
Yeah. Which is cool. Because like I said, I think that idea of just the Mandalorian hopping from place to place, just being the Mandalorian is cool. But you had 3 episodes where you set up a story for this whole season. And you still are somewhat acknowledging that story by carrying around this fucking baby everywhere. And then now you're just going to ignore the baby for 3 episodes? Like, what the fuck?
You think he should have just let the baby go, and then, like, these episodes, he's kind of doing his thing, and then they maybe come back to the baby towards the end?
No, I think he should have just gave up the baby, and then maybe again, because they've kind of, and they also abandoned this whole subplot where he's kind of conflicted about like, oh, what I'm doing is bad. Because I think that's why he stole the baby Yoda, was because he was like, oh, this is wrong and whatever. But they've completely forgotten about that because now he's just a shithead bounty hunter. But I feel like that still could have happened throughout the show if he just gave up the baby and then continued on with his life, and then maybe was like, oh, fuck, like I probably shouldn't have given up that bit. Like, that sucks. And that would have aided in his journey into probably, I guess, leaving the Mandalorian culture or whatever is going to happen to him. It could have aided in that, but no, he's just got this fucking thing now that he doesn't care about.
What if the last episode ends and he just shoots the baby?
I'd fucking love this show.
Like, he's like, I can't deal with the stress.
It just becomes
anymore.
Breaking Bad for like 5 minutes.
So, holy shit! I don't know if Disney had the balls to do it,
No,
but
they wouldn't. If they did, they would have killed the fucking baby in episode 4 when they had the chance.
But that'd be amazing if that's how it ended.
If they do that, I'm personally gonna write a letter to Disney and be like, "Thank you for saving Star Wars."
If that happens, I think you should agree to not give up on Star Wars for like another 3 years. If that happens,
okay, deal. If that happens, if this season ends with Mandalorian just point blank shooting the baby Yoda in the face, then I won't give up on Star Wars.
I don't think it'll happen, but
and then it just ends. It just circle wipes the credits. That's just the end. It's like this whole show is pointless, but fuck you.
Like, if that happens,
that'd be amazing.
Jesus Christ, but I don't think it will.
Fucking Ryan Johnson make this show.
Jon Favreau, man. Jon Favreau.
Fucking Jon Favreau.
I don't know if Jon Favreau has the balls to do it either.
No, he doesn't. He's too busy with making his fucking chef show.
Did you watch the newest episode of Jeff Goldblum?
I did. I gotta watch that tonight. I totally forgot about that. You reminded me. I gotta watch it.
I've only watched the first 2.
It's such a good show because it's just Jeff Goldblum being a weirdo.
Whoever thought of this is something a show you would think of. It's like, let's just follow Jeff Goldblum around.
It's just no, but I would be Jeff Goldblum. I'd just be like, hey, just follow me around and like let me comment on stuff. I'm not like as funny as Jeff Goldblum, but
my opinions don't matter. But I just want to talk about.
They don't matter, but I just want to like comment on like, hey, that's a weird soup. Like,
see your tattoo right there? It's fucking ugly. Why'd you do it?
I would love to have a show like that where I just go around and insulting people. Hey, you got an ugly baby.
That's what Impractical Jokers do, basically.
God. Yeah, but that's a joke though. I do it sincerely. Like, yo, your baby's face is fucked up. And then I just leave.
You'd walk up to Adam Driver and be like, your face fucking crooked.
You got a fucking weird face. And then he'd headbutt me.
He'd headbutt you. No, he'd take his shirt off and be like, I'm Ben Swallow, you fucker.
Probably. And I'd be like, all right, damn.
Damn. All right. Let me touch your pecs. All right. Done.
Oh, you got to touch those pecs.
God, you got to pull an Ant-Man Captain America where you just like Civil War touching.
Does that happen?
Yeah, when they first meet.
Oh, yeah. He's like, oh, you're big. Like, oh, whatever. And just like orgasms all over him.
Yeah. You ready to get into the news or anything else you want to talk about before then?
Movie news.
Movie news. What you got?
What you got? News is all askew, but I'm gonna try to figure out what the fuck I wrote down. Matrix 4 and John Wick 4 will be released on the same day, May 21st, 2021.
Keanu versus Keanu.
Keanu. Is Keanu Reeves in Matrix 4?
Yes.
Why?
They've already confirmed the whole cast is coming back.
Dumb.
Who makes John Wick? Is it Warner Brothers or who makes John Wick?
I don't know. Let me look it up. Where's my John Wick DVD?
Because I'm trying to figure out which of these companies are facing each other.
I
know
it's not Warner Brothers.
I know Warner Brothers does Matrix, but I don't know who does John Wick.
Summit Entertainment.
Summit Entertainment. So Warner Brothers versus Summit Entertainment. Who's gonna beat who?
Probably John Wick.
I could see one of these getting a release date moved, but
I think John Wick will probably win because the Matrix, everybody loves the Matrix, but like it's not relevant anymore.
I guess, but like this could be a Star Wars thing where it just comes out of retirement and makes a shit ton of money.
I'm sure it'll make a lot of money, but like, how many kids do you know who are like, oh man, the Matrix is like the fucking best thing ever?
Well, I don't say it's the best thing ever, but
You're also not a kid. I'm talking like kids.
No kids saw the Matrix. They're too young.
Exactly, but they're fucking watching John Wick left and right. And they're like, oh yeah, John Wick.
I'm not like super excited for Matrix 4, but I'm gonna go see it just because I want.
I don't care about Matrix 4 at all.
I know you don't, but it's got Keanu.
Fuck Matrix.
Keanu.
It's a bunch of nonsense. So does fucking half the movies that came out last year, but only one of them was good.
Toy Story 4. You haven't seen Toy Story 4?
I haven't seen Toy Story 4. What was his name? Like Duke Kaboom or whatever?
Duke Kaboom.
Zoom, whatever.
No, his name was Duke Kaboom. You had it right the first time. He's a stunt man. Stunt toy.
That's great.
It's the most Keanu thing ever. But I could see Matrix 4 getting its release date moved, to be honest.
Probably, I could see that happening.
Because everybody knows John Wick 4 is beating out Matrix 4.
For sure.
Opening weekend, it's just happening. Like,
for sure. This is the John Wick franchise right now is like one of the biggest franchises.
And they're riding high off. They're still relevant, unlike Matrix, like you said.
Yeah.
So I think that they would move. Everybody's wanting these May release dates because there's no Avengers movie coming out. That
they're like, fuck, we need to capitalize on this shit. It's like it's not the release date, guys. It's the movies that made the billions. Marvel could have put out a movie in like August, and it would have made $1 billion. And I think they did.
I don't know if they have released a movie in August yet.
Put one in like January.
Ooh, that'd be
the shithole of the year.
Like when Glass came out.
Yeah.
That came out this year. That was so long ago.
That movie feels like it came out 10 years ago.
It was so long ago. And then what else you got? Unless you want to say anything about Matrix 4 or John Wick 4.
Fuck Matrix 4. That's what I got to say about it.
Fuck them.
Fuck them. Apparently, and this is everyone's been talking about this news because apparently it's big news. Jack Black is retiring from film to work on a new Tenacious D album.
Yes. He's not retiring. He's taking a break.
He's not retiring, but everyone keeps saying he's retiring.
He'll be back. He's taking a break. He's going to do some music, and then he'll come back.
Yeah, which I'm excited for this new fucking Tenacious D album, but where the hell is Pick of Destiny 2?
It's not happening.
They announced it.
That movie came out in like 2000.
It was like 2008.
But still, it's not fucking happening.
They announced the sequel, Jack Black. How about instead of making Jumanji movies, you make fucking Pick of Destiny 2?
Which Jumanji came out today. The day of today. So I'm not doing a review on
today?
Yeah, it did.
I thought it came out like last week.
No, it came out today.
Oh, well, fuck Jumanji. I didn't like the last one.
Today. Did you watch? Oh, yeah, I showed you the
last one. I was like, this is dumb.
I'm probably going to go see it probably tomorrow. So I'll give my input on it when we see Star Wars.
It'll be a Jumanji and Star Wars filled episode.
Yes, Jumanji Star Wars.
Star Wars.
I really don't believe Jack Black's retiring.
He's not. I think he probably said the same thing when he made the last Tenacious D album.
Probably.
Because he took a break a little bit from making movies to make that album.
And if he does retire, he's going to pull a Nick Cage and buy a bunch of rocks that he thinks are magical. And be like,
magic rocks. And
like,
be like, shit. These magic rocks.
He's going to be like, shit, I need money. And then he's going to do another film.
Then he'll sell those magic rocks.
He'll sell the magic rocks.
Be like, yo, these are magic. He'll sell them to Nick Cage.
He'll lick them all and be like, I've licked every single one.
I've licked all of these.
And then somebody will buy it.
I don't know. Who wants Jack Black's spit? Of all the celebrities' spit you could buy, I don't think anyone's like, oh man, I really need Jack Black spit.
Maybe he'll pee on it. Who knows?
Well, That's something that's worth money.
You're like,
prime Jack Black P. Hell yeah.
You're like, I'll jump on that. I'll buy some of that shit.
Definitely. That'd probably be super expensive. That'd be like $10,000
per rock.
Per rock? No, fuck that. Unless it's The Rock.
The Rock and Jack Black peed on them both.
No, he peed on the Rock.
Oh,
and you have to buy the Rock now.
I don't think that's legal anymore. I don't think you can buy human beings,
especially not Samoans.
Yeah,
is he black technically? Like, can we just call him black?
He's frowned upon. I don't know.
He looks black. Let's just call him black.
Tweet at him. Hey,
he's a black man.
Tweet at him. He'd be like,
probably find that tweet highly offensive.
Hey, are you black?
He's black. I remember once.
He'd probably retweet it.
He probably would. He fucking retweets everything. I remember one time. This isn't like quite the same thing, but I remember Rob Paulson, who's a voice actor. I shared one of his videos on Facebook, and I put like on the when you share something, you can add your own like comment to it or whatever.
Yeah.
I added. I was like, man, Rob Paulson's like fucking really old, and and then he liked it, and I felt so bad after that. I was like, oh man.
See, you couldn't do the show where you go and insult people because
no, I could. I just feel awful about doing it.
You'd hate your life.
Because I did it. I insulted him. But I love Rob Paulson. He's great. But that was like the weirdest thing ever.
You can just keep doing that. You need to tweet at Don Cheadle. Be like, hey, you look like a raisin.
No, I'll just tweet a picture of California raisins and be like, yo, this you?
Is this you in the mirror?
Is this you? And he'd be like, fuck you, kid.
Fuck, I forgot to mention, I watched Traffic. That's what I watched.
Oh, shit.
Don Cheadle was in that movie. I didn't like the end. No. God,
I don't think I ever finished it.
It just fucking ends. Like, it doesn't feel like it actually ends. Like, it's just the credits roll. It's like, that's it. That's where it's going to end at right there.
That's fucking Steven Soderbergh for you.
Like, I was just like, Soderbergh, I think. I don't know. But I was just like, I feel like there's more to the story.
Yeah. I still haven't finished it. I have it. I own it, but I just haven't finished it.
It's like a 2.5 hour movie. And if you're not into it, I could understand you're not finished.
Yeah.
How far did you get into?
I got like, I think halfway through.
Oh, so you didn't get into the juicy.
No. I was like, all right, it's just like Benicio del Toro like yelling at people. I was like, all right, I get it. And then I have to
rewatch that too because I have a final over it on Wednesday.
Jesus Christ. So, just Cliff Notes it.
I mean, I've already seen it. I know what happens.
We don't watch it again.
I'm gonna have to just in case. Just in case. But yeah, tweet at Don Cheadle. Be like, you California raisin looking bitch.
Oh my god. I wouldn't say all that. I would just call him a California raisin. Why's he gotta be a bitch?
There was one actor that like somebody told you like you can tweet one actor and they will read it. Who would you tweet at? Like like they're saying like they will read it no matter what. Who would you tweet at? And what would you say?
Rob Lowe.
And what would you say?
You're like, yo, you've got a fucking creepy smile.
That's it. That's all you'd say.
Like your smile makes it seem like you have like 10 people buried in like your basement.
I'm surprised you wouldn't tweet like Jack Nicholson or something.
That's too easy though. I wanted to pick someone that's just like out of the blue. Like
I want to tweet at Josh Peck and be like, bro, we should meet up.
No, do what I did with fucking Justin Smith. Tweet at him and be like, yo, let's be twins.
Let's be twins. And he'd be like, okay.
And then he'll just ignore you like fucking Justin Smith did.
He'll read it though, because I got confirmation that he's going to read it.
He probably will read it.
I'll send him a picture of me and him side by side, but we could be twins, bro.
You should tweet at Mike Myers and just be like, yo, where the fuck is Austin Powers 4, you bitch?
No, I don't care about Austin Powers 4.
What?
So. Yeah. If it doesn't happen, I will live. Or I will die not caring.
I want Austin Powers 4.
And you could tweet at him.
Be like, yo, where's Austin Powers 4, you fuck? Where's the next Halloween?
You can tweet at Hugh Jackman and be like, you're the best and the worst Wolverine ever put to screen.
That doesn't make any sense. That would probably make him feel really bad.
Because he's the only one.
No, but see, you can't tweet at someone who's like ridiculously nice. He seems like a ridiculously nice person. You have to tweet like someone who looks like an asshole.
Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds doesn't look like an asshole.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake Gyllenhaal isn't an asshole, but he's out of his mind. And he would probably like have an awesome response to a tweet.
Probably.
Like, yo, Ryan, fucking Jake Gyllenhaal. I call him Ryan Reynolds. Yo, Jake Gyllenhaal. Like, why are your eyes so fucking buggy?
Hey, Jakey Jake boy.
Jakey Jake boy.
Where's why'd you make that movie Days After Tomorrow or whatever?
You talking shit about Day After Tomorrow?
Or why'd you make Life?
Why'd you make Life is a more important question.
And why were you in it for so long and Ryan Reynolds died in 5 minutes in?
Yeah.
Nobody
cares about Jake Gyllenhaal.
Pulled a Bryan Cranston.
Pulled a Bryan Cranston. They got you in with the big star. Then they're just like, hey, here's this asshole that you're left with.
Here's a dreamy eyed Jakey Jake.
Here's this guy who kind of looks like Tobey Maguire. If Tobey Maguire didn't look like a fucking turtle.
Jake Gyllenhaal was going to replace Tobey Maguire in Spider-Man.
He was, and he should have.
It's a what if story for the world.
Marvel's What If. Can we get an episode where Jake Gyllenhaal Spider-Man, please?
What happens? I want to know.
It would just be Spider-Man 2, but like good.
I got some stuff here. Aladdin spinoff.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Is this like a live action spin? Is this connected to the?
It is a Disney Plus thing, so I don't know exactly.
Is this like a genie TV show?
It says it's featuring Prince Anders. I don't know who the fuck that is.
Who the fuck is Prince Anders?
And it's in the works at Disney Plus at the moment.
Okay. So Disney Plus doesn't look like a thing that's going to be around much longer.
Like, is this going to be a show or is this going to be a movie?
Probably a movie.
And is it going to be like Aladdin 2 Return to Jafar? Is that what it's going to be?
I guess. I don't know. They fucking stop. Make new things, Disney. Jesus.
It's a spin-off, so they can do whatever with
I guess. This is. But it's connected to Aladdin.
Aladdin made the big bucks, so they got to...
Did it, though? Did people care about that new live action?
It made over $1 billion. Or close to me.
Close to
$1 billion.
God damn it.
God damn it.
Just make a sequel to the cartoon. Make a Aladdin 4.
Aladdin 4.
Yeah.
Is there a third?
I think so.
I didn't know there was a third.
Because the third one brought back Robin Williams because somebody else played the genie in the second one.
Oh. I always thought the third was just like a TV show for some reason.
They were both like TV movies and they both sucked. I think there was an Aladdin TV show at some point.
There was.
But no, there's 3 movies. There's a trilogy.
It's a trilogy. There's also a trilogy of Fred movies. So
Jesus Christ, you fucking always bring up those goddamn Fred movies. Every time I say the word trilogy, you're just like Fred.
Because it's just like how did that franchise get 3 movies? That's what I
have no fucking idea.
Speaking of trilogies, though, Kill Bill 3 is possibly on Tarantino's list of
possibly. He's been talking about this for the last decade.
He's says
been on his list for the last decade.
I think he said if he does do it, it's not going to be his 10th film, though. It won't count.
That's bullshit, Tarantino. Because it is.
Kill Bill 2 didn't count, so.
But that's bullshit because it's a separate movie.
But he's saying that it's like all one movie.
But it's not.
But he's saying that's what it would be.
There's like a 20-year gap in between 2 and 3. It's a different movie, Tarantino. Quit being so fucking weird with your feet fetishes.
If he wants to keep making movies after the 10th, he's going to. So it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah, he's going to do whatever the fuck he wants regardless. But I think if it'd be cool if he was just like, yo, I made 10 movies. I'm done. I think that'd be awesome. That's something I would do.
He's already made 10 movies. So
so he should have fucking stopped.
But no, he's making a 10th.
No, he's making an 11th.
He's possibly making 12 if he makes Kill Bill 3.
I guess, yeah. I mean, if his last movie was Kill Bill 3, that would be fucking awesome. Because I think that would completely kind of be a nice end cap on his career because Kill Bill 1 and 2 was fucking awesome.
I was gonna say, does this need a Kill Bill 3 though?
No, we don't need it. I would rather him do an original thing again. But if we're getting
do a fucking space movie, that's what I want.
He was gonna do fucking Star Trek.
I don't want Star Trek. I want him to do an original.
Well, fucking. I don't think he's doing that anymore, but he was.
I know, but if he does Star Trek as his last movie,
what if it comes out 2 months from now? Quentin Tarantino officially attached to direct a Star Wars movie.
No, because they wouldn't make it rated R.
He has the power to be like, this is gonna be rated R. It's gonna be feet everywhere. It's gonna be blood. Jamie Foxx is gonna be in it, and he's gonna shoot people.
Samuel L. Jackson and Leonardo.
Sam Jackson's in it. He's gonna call 7 people motherfuckers.
And Leonardo DiCaprio.
Leonardo DiCaprio. Brad Pitt's in it, reprising his role from Inglourious Bastards.
What if his last movie he brings back all of his famous?
God,
all of them in one movie.
That'd be insane. I don't think he can bring back all of them because some of them are dead. But
well, duh, not the people that are dead.
That would be kind of fucking insane. That'd be cool if he had like an Avengers of Tarantino movies.
I think Tarantino is the only director right now that could beat The Player for highest Oscar-winning actors in a movie. The Player has the most Oscar-winning actors in one movie. I think Tarantino.
That barely counts though, because most of those were cameos.
It doesn't matter. They're in the movie.
That doesn't fucking count.
They're in the movie. I think Tarantino's probably the only director.
Tarantino did that, he would make them all like lead roles.
I think
he'd get like 20 lead roles in his movies.
He's the only director in Hollywood at the moment that could do it. If he wanted.
Probably.
Nobody else has that kind of power within Hollywood.
Well, I mean, Scorsese probably would, but Scorsese's an old man. Tarantino is like just crazy enough to be like, I'm gonna fucking throw everyone in this.
I would say back in the day you could have said Spielberg, but nowadays you can't.
No, nobody wants to be in a Spielberg movie anymore.
Back in the day, though, in the prime.
Back in the day, like E.T. I watched E.T. like a few weeks ago. Fucking E.T., man. It was great.
Movie's fucking great.
It's fucking E.T. That's like, I always hate when people like they'll watch old movies like fucking Back to the Future and be like, "Oh, this movie's boring." I'm like, you're a fucking asshole. All right.
Back to the Future is amazing trilogy.
Back to the Future is awesome. Everyone shits on the third one, but we all know the third one's the best.
I don't say it's the best, but it's still
the
good.
Best.
Still damn good.
It's the best, and that's all I'm saying.
It's damn good. We should do
the best.
We need to do a whole episode on just Back to the Future.
We could, and it'll just be me talking about the third one because it's the best.
Nah, I need to rewatch them. I haven't seen them in a while, but I just remember in the third one there's a flying train.
Yeah, exactly. That's why it's the best.
And then my last piece of non-Star Wars, Marvel, or DC, Bob Iger, Disney CEO for people.
I think I know what this is because I might have this as well.
Says he wouldn't mind acquiring the Bond franchise.
Oh, that's not what I had at all.
Under Disney.
Stop. No. You don't need you have Star Wars, you have Indiana Jones,
which is already James Bond, basically.
You have Planet of the Apes, you have Avatar, you have all this shit. Be happy with the shit you have, Bob Iger.
You have X-Men now.
You have X-Men. You're on top of the fucking world. All right. What do you need? James, does people care about James Bond anymore?
I don't know. We'll see when No Time to Die comes out.
I don't think people like give that much of a shit anymore about James Bond.
I don't either, but it's probably because he's old as shit and he's like, I remember those movies. Those were my movies.
Those Sean Connery films.
Yeah. He's like, I want those under my repertoire.
Jesus Christ.
He's getting greedy now. Just a little bit.
He is getting greedy.
And like he owns basically everything. He doesn't own Spider-Man, but he owns the rights right now to the movies to make Spider-Man.
They're gonna own Sony in like a little bit anyway.
The only stuff he doesn't own is like Jurassic Park and the Harry Potter movies. That's like the only big franchises right now.
They'll probably own those at some point as well.
And it's insane.
They're gonna own fucking everything.
You own Deadpool. That's a franchise on its own. One character in Marvel. One character. You own Planet of the Apes, which I mean they don't make a shit ton of money, but they make a decent amount for.
No, I mean Dawn of the Planet of the Apes almost made $1 billion.
No, it didn't.
It made like $700 and something $million. It
made like $600 million.
No, it made like way more than it probably should have.
I'll look it up.
Fucking insane. Because I think Ward did about like 500-600, but Dawn did like a fuck ton.
Dawn of the Planet of the Apes box office 710. Oh yeah, you're pretty close. War made 490 and Rise made 481.
Oh my god. Why did Dawn make so much money?
I don't know.
Probably because it's the best.
I still say War is the best, to be honest.
You son of a bitch.
I really like War.
War is great, and it's a great conclusion to the trilogy. But Dawn is better.
It looks amazing. It's got a good story.
So does Dawn.
It's got Woody Harrelson. That just puts me over the edge.
Okay, here's the thing. This is the last fucking thing I'm gonna say about this fucking movie. The one definitive thing that makes Dawn the best goddamn Planet of the Apes movie is Gary motherfucking Oldman.
No. Woody Harrelson.
Son of a bitch.
Woody
Harrelson's great. He's not Gary Oldman.
No, he's not, but he's Woody Harrelson.
But he's not Gary Oldman.
And he murdered his family. Like, come on.
He didn't murder his family. He murdered Caesar's family. Spoilers.
That's what I'm saying. He murdered Caesar's
fucking
family.
Gary Oldman blew himself up. Like, that's badass.
I mean, Woody Harrelson shot himself and killed.
He did not shoot himself, did he?
He did, because he wanted Caesar to do it. He was like,
"Oh, that's right." I thought Caesar just like fucking wiped him out.
Nah, and then Caesar didn't do it, so he shot himself.
Well, he's a bitch.
Damn. Woody Harrelson. I dare you to
say
it
that,
to
Woody Harrelson. I'm gonna tweet it at. I'm tweet at Woody Harrelson. Yo, you're a bitch.
I have fucking Twitter. There's no way he has a Twitter.
I'm pretty sure he does. I'll find him.
He's out in Yellowstone eating a pickle from 2012. Right?
You know, he's from Indiana. I found that out recently.
It doesn't surprise me, to be honest.
It makes all the sense in the world. That scene in 2012, I'm like, now that makes sense.
That was just him on his everyday life.
Here, probably. Just eating pickles and shit. And I'm like, that makes...
Talking about how the world's
I've never seen anything make more sense than Woody Harrelson being from Indiana. Like, that... Life makes sense now.
It does. It makes complete sense. That's all the movie news I have. That's not Marvel.
I have
DC
two more bits. I guess this is technically Marvel news, but not really because it's not about a Marvel movie. But I'm going to talk about it now. Speaking of Mr. Robert Iger, apparently he's going to meet with Martin Scorsese to discuss his Marvel comments.
Why, Bob?
I hope to fucking God they record this and put it on Disney Plus. I want to see this conversation.
I really think. Wait, how's that even gonna go? He's gonna be like, look.
He's gonna be like, yo, quit talking shit, you old bitch. And then Scorsese's like, come at me, motherfucker.
He's gonna go off.
Martin Scorsese. That'd be amazing.
Put Goldblum.
Put this on Disney Plus. No, don't put Jeff Goldblum. Doesn't belong anywhere near here.
No, put him in the room, and then it'll be his last episode of his show.
He's there doing a documentary. He's like, why does Martin Scorsese hate Marvel movies?
No, don't have him talk. Just have him sit there and listen.
Oh and then God. His facial expressions during that conversation,
and then afterwards you can talk.
Amazing.
Oh my God! I want to see what he's.
I want to see this. I want to see this.
I want to know what this meeting is even going to be. Like, he's going to sit down and be like, "Look, you can't be talking shit about this." Right
he's going to offer him like a $20 billion. Be like, yo, you want to direct like Black Panther 8?
you want to direct the next Avengers movie?
You want to direct like Spider-Man 7?
I don't think Martin Scorsese would do it.
No, he's had every opportunity to do it, and he's just like, no, fuck it.
But no, he's going to offer him the role of Batman. Be like, you can make Batman.
Well, that doesn't make any sense for one, because it's Warner Brothers.
Bob Iger's going to be like, look, on the down low.
That's the power of Bob Iger. Hey, you want to be Batman? Wait a minute, that's not you, or is it?
On the down low, we're getting ready to buy Warner Brothers, so I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Shit. Hey, wait, he would offer Martin Scorsese the role of Batman?
Yeah, he's going to be Batman.
Oh my God. He'd have to be like Batman Beyond Bruce Wayne, if that's how, because he's old as shit.
His stunt doubles will be all right.
You're going to get a stunt double? Man, 77 years old.
If Harrison Ford can still be Indiana Jones, he can be Batman.
But he shouldn't be.
But he is.
But he shouldn't be.
Indy 5 still apparently happens.
And also, fucking Martin Scorsese isn't an actor. He's a director.
Well, he can direct and act in the Batman.
No.
They're going to fire...
I would love a Batman movie directed by Martin Scorsese. That sounds amazing.
They're going to fire... What's his name?
Robert Pattinson?
Yeah. And then Matt Reeves is getting the can, too. And then...
No, don't
Scorsese's
do that.
in. Scorsese's
he's in. He's doing it all. He's playing Catwoman. He's playing the Riddler. He's doing it all. He's a real Ben Affleck.
How about Martin Scorsese directs, and then fucking what's his face can be Batman?
Robert De Niro.
Robert De Niro.
He gets the entire cast of The Irishman.
And just makes a Batman movie.
And makes Batman. Yeah. Al Pacino as Two-Face. Fuck. That actually sounds pretty badass. You get little short Joe Pesci as like the ventriloquist or whatever. Penguin. Fuck. Put him in a fat suit. Make him Penguin. That'd be amazing.
Who would you get that one dude? What's his name? He's in Breaking Bad.
Todd from Breaking Bad. Yeah. Jesus Christ. He'd be a really good Victor Zaz.
I was gonna say he's creepy as shit. So
yeah, he'd be a damn good Victor Zaz, I feel.
You could do it. You could just take that cast and roll them.
Old Batman.
Who's Robin?
Robin would be Ray Liotta. Because he's old as fuck, but he's not as old as like Robert De Niro and all them. So he'd be the perfect age.
Robert De Niro, you're gonna be the next Batman, even though
the
you're
next
like
Batman,
60.
and then they're both like walking around with canes and shit.
They're retired. It's okay.
I'm retired.
What else? What else you got? What other news?
The Playmobil movie. Have you heard about this movie?
I have this fucking piece
Apparently,
of shit.
this is like one of the biggest box office bombs of all time.
I think it made like $10.
It made. I have the statistics on the phone.
How much
it made $656,500.
That's terrible.
Do you want to guess the budget of this fucking movie?
15 mil.
Nope.
Higher or lower?
Higher.
Oh shit! Whoa! Oh, that already hurts. So 600,000 probably didn't even cover endorsements. On
No,
movie.
that probably didn't even cover like marketing.
25.
$75 million to make this fucker. All right.
Shit. Holy shit. And did they pull it out of theaters or is it still in theaters? Because I know it just.
I think they pulled it.
Oh shit.
It would make sense to pull. It's not making any money.
You just threw marketing for that movie is probably at least 15. You just threw $90 million in the toilet.
Yeah.
90 million. Could you imagine?
No, I can't even imagine $600,000.
Somebody got fucking fired.
I hope everyone got fired.
A bunch of people just got fired.
Whoever came up with this fucking idea got fired. Because why would you ever think a Playmobil movie is a good idea?
One, I don't remember seeing any marketing for this movie ever.
I saw like screenshots, but I never saw any trailers or anything.
No, I didn't either. So marketing was terrible. Two, you don't throw $75 million budget on a movie that has no marketing.
Yeah, exactly.
Three, it was released in December with all these other huge ass movies like Frozen and Star Wars and Jumanji. Where do you think it's gonna make money?
Like Playmobil, like Lego Movie makes sense because everybody has Legos. Everybody fucking grew up with Legos. I used to play with Playmobiles, but I never knew anyone. Like, I didn't. Did you ever play with Playmobil toys and stuff?
No, I mean
I didn't know anyone that like played with any of those toys. So it's like this isn't Lego.
Because this is just a battle against Lego, and it obviously failed.
I guess. I hope they learn their fucking lesson.
Who made this? What studio was it?
I don't know. I'm gonna look it up right now.
Yeah, I hope it was Warner Brothers.
I think who was it? Was it
Sony?
Illumination? Oh no, it was. It wasn't Illumination. It was Styx Entertainment, I think.
Oh, some no-name company that probably just went under from this movie. I've heard of Styx.
They've made stuff. I think it's them.
I've heard of them. I don't know what they've made, but I've heard of it.
They've done stuff. No, it's not them. It's Method Animation.
Method Animation.
Never fucking heard of them.
I haven't heard of them either. It's probably their first movie, and they tanked right there.
Probably.
Right there. I'm not seeing this movie, even if it gets dumped on Hulu.
Why would you ever watch this?
I'm not watching this on Hulu or anything like that.
This is a movie made for babies.
I mean, I watched the Lego movie, but that
Lego movies. I didn't like the Lego movie because it was also made for babies with fucking ADHD.
Maybe it's because I have ADHD that it.
You don't though.
I can say I do.
I saw Lego Batman.
I know you did,
and it was bad.
I told you I was like, it's a good movie.
I still have it. I have it on Blu-ray.
You bought it?
Oh, that's how I watched it. I fucking bought it.
I thought you like streamed it illegally.
No, I probably should have because I didn't like that
movie. Any other news? Movie news?
That's all of the movie news that I have.
All right, before we get into Star Wars, Marvel, and DC, I do have some gaming news.
Oh shit!
I'm surprised you haven't heard of this or not have it on yours.
What is this?
It's a big deal. It's a big deal for all gamers.
Keanu Reeves is promoting the PlayStation 5.
No, bigger than that.
Bigger than that?
Bigger than that.
Oh man, Nick Cage. We're getting a Nick Cage game.
What's the biggest gaming news you could think of?
Xbox and PlayStation making one console.
You're
like together.
Almost on the money on that.
What?
Microsoft and Sony are teaming up for future games and like being able to play together and shit like
that. Cool as hell.
They're not making a console yet.
They should just make. I don't understand. If we got like a play box or whatever, or an X station, whatever you would call it,
Game Sphere from Drake.
Make a Game Sphere. make a fucking Game Sphere. Call it Game Sphere. Like if they partnered up, if Sony's game division and Microsoft's Xbox division made a console, that would be the greatest console of all time. Just do that.
Who would their competition be?
Nintendo.
The Wii.
The Switch.
That's it. That's their only competition.
The Wii isn't a thing. The Wii hasn't been relevant since like 2006.
But I'm glad that you can actually cross-platform play now. That's
awesome.
Cool shit.
It's great.
I know everybody's pissed. Like, oh, if your friends don't have the same console as you, you're kind of just screwed. Can't play with them unless you're on.
Well, maybe they could fucking get the same console.
Well, like if I bought a PlayStation, you bought an Xbox. It's like, oh well.
Well, I had both though.
Yeah, you did for some reason.
Because I wanted to play Halo 5.
And that was a waste of $400.
That was a huge waste of money.
$400 down the drain.
$500.
Yeah. That was great thinking on you.
Biggest when I'm old and gray, that'll be like one of the biggest regrets I ever had.
You're gonna need $500 for your pills, and you're gonna be like,
like if I hadn't bought fucking Halo 5,
I would have been living.
Have money now.
Be living. That's all the game news I have though.
That's it.
Yeah, that's big news for the week.
Yeah, I guess I thought it was gonna be like, oh, Keanu Reeves came out and was like, I'm coming with every single copy of PlayStation 5.
Would that be bigger news than Microsoft?
Yeah, you get a free Keanu Reeves with your purchase of PlayStation 5.
Would you ask him something when he showed up at your house?
I'd be like, yo, why are you so bad at acting?
How are you still in movies?
How are you still in movies? I mean, I know you're like a badass and everything, but like, you've been in the business 30 years. Like, you think you'd get a little better. You ever seen Dracula? Oh my God. He's awful in that movie.
Constantine.
He was all right in that movie.
It's Keanu though. All right is still mediocre.
Yeah.
What do you want to do first? Marvel, Star Wars, or DC?
I don't have any Marvel or Star Wars news, so we can do that shit first.
Oh shit! Which one? Pick.
Whatever you want to do.
We'll do Star Wars because it's first on my list.
Star Wars.
John Boyega said he was a bit iffy on Last Jedi.
Yeah, no shit. Everyone was. John Boyega. Get in line.
He actually, yesterday, I saw he retracted that statement. He was like, I shouldn't have
said that. Oh, yeah, for sure. He likes working in Hollywood. Yeah, of course.
I shouldn't have said that.
John Boyega, of all of like these people, I respect the most because he's the only person that like if something comes out, he's just like, yeah, fuck it. Like he just doesn't care. And I'm like, that's awesome.
He probably shouldn't have said that at least right before Rise of Skywalker came out.
But like everyone is like that though. Like whether you like or hate Last Jedi, that's like one of the most polarizing Star Wars movies ever. So he's not saying like, oh, Rian Johnson like sucks and I hate him and I hated working with him or anything. He was just like, I didn't like it. Like whatever.
He's a bit iffy on it. That's what he said.
He's a bit iffy. So like that could mean anything.
He said, I'm a bit iffy on The Last Jedi, to be honest. That was his quote.
Jesus Christ.
And then my other news, Daisy Ridley, John Boyega, and Oscar Isaac are done with Star Wars after episode 9. Confirmed
until like 30 years from now.
Because you're in it for life. We said that.
You're in it for life.
In it for life.
No one's ever really gone.
They probably are done, especially probably Oscar Isaac. I don't see him ever maybe coming back, but
probably not.
I could see them being done for a while. But then
I can see them being done for many years.
When Disney comes back in a couple of years and it's like, okay, here's a bunch of money.
They'll come back.
Then
they'll be right back. And then John Boyega will be like, I didn't really like any of the Star Wars movies I did. And everyone's like, hey, shut up. They'll pay him another like $50 billion to shut him. He'll be like, oh, I didn't really mean it. I was drunk.
I was drunk. That's all Star Wars news I have. We'll probably have a lot more news next week when episode 9 comes out.
Or none. And we'll just have a whole episode about the Rise of Skywalker.
I mean, that's what I mean. We'll just talk about a lot of Star Wars stuff next week.
Star Wars.
But Marvel, I have a couple things from Marvel. I don't know where Deadpool is showing up in Marvel, but I keep getting reports recently that he's going to maybe appear in Doctor Strange 2, which I could see maybe happening.
How does that make any sense?
If they're hopping through the multiverse and they're like, oh, look, it's Deadpool.
Again, just have Deadpool show up. Why do we have to like explain like, oh, this is how he came into the MCU? Just have him be there.
No, like I don't think he has to come into the MCU via that. Just like they're hopping through the multiverse and then like they show up
and he sees Deadpool just like chilling somewhere like, hey, what's up? That could be fun. I could see that.
Like they hop in and he's getting ready to choke out baby Hitler, and then Doctor Strange's like, and then just
oh no, that wouldn't happen.
Because that's what happened at the end of Deadpool.
Do what they did with Stan Lee and the Watchers. Just have him be like a Watcher person.
I think that's how you keep PG-13, but also have Deadpool in movies.
Yeah, you can make Deadpool PG-13. You just have to know how to do it.
Just do like the Lego game did, and he's just somewhere in the background in every movie or something like that.
Yeah, that'd be fun. He's in the background. Like if I was making like the Avengers or whatever, and if they had the rights to use Deadpool back when they made Avengers, I would just have one. It would be one point in the movie, and I wouldn't tell anyone about it, and just wait for them to find it. Where just like shit's happening, there's action and whatever, and the characters are blah blah blah, and then all of a sudden Deadpool is just like in the background, and he just like walks in a frame and just like stares straight at the camera, and it would just be like he'd be like way in the back, and like some people would notice it and be like, oh hey, that's Deadpool, but if you didn't, you would never know that's in there. That would be amazing if they did that. He's just there. And he's just staring straight at the camera. I would love that.
See, Avengers 2, I would make him in the party, and he's like eating up a chimichanga or something.
He's just like dancing in the background.
No, I'd make him in the microwave. He's heating up a chimichanga, and that's what he's. That's what he's
fine. He doesn't eat chimichangas though,
but he likes them.
He likes saying the word chimichanga.
He can still heat one up. Doesn't mean you have to eat it.
I guess. I would do. There was a really funny short Marvel put out. I think a couple years ago, where it was like Deadpool in like some office or whatever. And he grabbed like a piece of chocolate and like threw it up in the air and was gonna eat it, but it just bounced off his mask, and he just like played it off like nothing. And I'm like, that'd be really funny if they did that in a movie. Where he just like goes to eat something and it just like hits his mask and just falls off.
They should
do that.
They should do that in the movie.
Do that.
Do you think Doctor Strange 2 would be a good place to put him? Or
I think if that's what you're gonna do, if it's gonna be like Doctor Strange hopping through the multiverse, and then you just get like one little like, hey, what's up? I'm Deadpool. Blah, blah. Or like if he's like right about to cuss, where he's like, who the and then Doctor Strange like zips off into the other side. Like that could be awesome, to be honest.
I really thought we were gonna get a Deadpool announcement during the Brazil thing that Kevin Feige went to, but no, they just showed Black Widow footage and
man.
They didn't announce anything.
No, they're keeping Deadpool under wraps.
But it would have been perfect because Ryan Reynolds was there promoting Free Guy. So it could have been perfect.
It would have. That would make sense.
Bring him on stage and be like, Deadpool 3, it's happening.
But
this guy.
Yeah, that doesn't really fucking.
That's how they announced Tom Holland as Spider-Man the same way. He was there promoting something else. And they pulled Tom Holland and they're like, he's gonna be Spider-Man.
He's like, yo, this little baby boy is gonna be Spider-Man.
Civil War, and everybody's like, oh shit. So
he was promoting that whale movie.
Is that what he was promoting? The Moby Dick movie?
I don't know. Probably. That's the only other movie I've seen him in. So probably.
He's in everything now. He's in Spies in Disguise.
Well, yeah, because he's Spider-Man, Devin.
He's in Onward. He's in a lot of shit. I got some celestial news.
Celestial? That's not a word.
Celestial. I've said it too much now. I can't say it. The Celestials, who were originally introduced in the Guardians of the Galaxy movie, will appear in the Eternals movie and will show enormous power, says Kevin Feige.
Didn't we know this already?
It wasn't confirmed. There were concept arts that were leaked that was like, ooh, maybe they are going to be in there. I just hope they show the Nowhere Head.
That would be cool. I hope it's not like a prequel thing where it's like, hey, remember that thing that you saw in that one movie? This is how it happened.
No, I just hope
like a solo with it.
I hope they chop off a Celestial's head and it's just like, oh, that's probably the Nowhere Head.
What do you think his blood would be like? Would it be like bright orange?
I'd imagine it'd be purple for some reason. I don't know.
Purple space blood.
But maybe I'm just thinking Galactus is purple. He's got purple helmet and stuff.
But he's like a man though. He's got like a man phase.
But like nobody knows what he truly looks like because he just looks like a man to us because he just takes the form of whatever.
Yeah.
Looking at him.
But at the same time, he wears a dumb helmet. Where the fuck did he get that from?
Again, he just takes the form of what he's looking at. So
who was wearing that dumb helmet then?
I don't know. Some cosplayer, I guess.
Some asshole.
Some asshole. You looked at Tony.
Who was that cosplayer cosplaying as? A character that doesn't exist yet?
A character in the Marvel universe.
But
A comic character.
he couldn't dress up as Galactus at the time because Galactus wouldn't be a thing.
No, yeah, he's dressed up as a comic character in the Marvel universe. Like, that's the comics in the Marvel universe.
And then Galactus is like, I want to look like that.
And he saw that one guy. He's like, yeah, that fucker.
That is perfection.
That's who I'm gonna be right there. Do you think we'll see Galactus in Eternals? It's a possibility.
It's possible. That'd be awesome. Maybe like post-credit scene.
Because they're filming this now, so they do have the rights to Galactus as of right now.
Maybe he's the villain.
Do you think I think we'll get him maybe as a post-credit scene though? I don't think
it could be a post-credit scene. I think the best way to introduce Galactus is like how you introduce Thanos. Just make him a post-credit scene.
But we also got confirmed this takes place over thousands of years, this movie. Like we're just going through time with this movie, which I don't know how I feel about that, but yeah, that's how I don't know. So I think it starts way in the past and then it ends up being in the present.
Well, we know it's in the past at some point because Black Knight's in it.
Yeah.
So
I heard he's a major character in the movie, so I don't know how he exists for thousands of years.
Well, there have been multiple Black Knights. Maybe they just take him with him and like, hey, let's go on a time travel adventure.
I hope we get the Celestial War that was mentioned in Guardians. I hope we get to see some of that.
If it was mentioned in Guardians, we're gonna see that shit.
That'd be fucking dope.
One guy who like slams the thing down and everybody just disappears. We're seeing that shit.
I don't want to see that exactly.
We're seeing that shit, Devin.
Because then
they showed it in a movie. We're seeing it.
But then you're bringing back the Infinity Stones, and that's over with. We're done with the
Infinity Stones. The Infinity Stones we have not seen the last of. All right.
Well, first of all, they were destroyed.
They'll be back. Well, but this takes place thousands of years in the past. They're still around. They're like the remnants of Jesus or whatever.
Do you think we'll see young Thanos?
Probably.
Maybe young Thor. You think we'll see young Thor?
That could be fun.
Little kid Thor.
Bring back the actor that played young Thor in the first Thor movie. The kid that was in Real Steel and then Thor and then did fucking nothing else.
We could see a young Odin played by somebody else.
Just get Anthony Hopkins.
Anthony Hopkins said he was done after Ragnarok.
He can say that all he wants. Money talks.
He wasn't even going to be in Ragnarok. They had to like beg him to come back for Ragnarok.
Please come back. We have to wrap up this fucking story arc from the second one.
So we can kill you.
He's like, all right, fine. I'll take the role, but I have to sit the entire time.
And I want to die. I don't want to
die. I want to pull a Harrison Ford.
I mean, it makes sense.
Makes sense.
So I doubt he's coming back.
But yet he'll take fucking Transformers 5 and be in that shit.
He loves those Transformers movies.
Jesus Christ.
You heard about this news. I sent it to you earlier. Kevin Feige says this Disney Plus shows will be the first time the TV series and the Marvel movies have interlinked.
Now, I don't care what Kevin Feige says about anything. This reminds me a lot of when like the Russo brothers will just like tweet something and be like, oh, this was canon all along when it really wasn't. And they just pulled some shit out of their ass and now it's canon. Because the Defenders shows were canon. They said when those shows were coming out, they were part of the MCU, and now they're just not.
This is how I took it. He didn't say they weren't canon. He just said they weren't interlinked, which makes sense.
What the fuck does that mean?
Like,
but they were.
No, interlinked means the movies acknowledge them and they acknowledge
the movie. Spider-Man: Homecoming acknowledged the Defenders.
No, they did not.
Yes, they did.
You just hope.
What else does that line mean then?
It could mean anything.
If he was talking about the cops, he would have said, "Yo, there's cops." He specifically said, like, "Yo, there's people that handle this type of stuff." Who the fuck else? Who's talking about Daredevil?
She-Hulk, Moon Knight. It doesn't have to be.
Didn't exist.
It doesn't have to be the fucking Defenders. It
Moon
doesn't
Knight
have
is
to be them
the
exactly.
Defenders, so
It doesn't have to be them exactly.
He's talking about the Defenders, and the shows acknowledge the movies all the time.
Yeah, the shows do, but the movies don't acknowledge the shows.
The same thing. It's all connected, Kevin. Fuck you.
And again, he may not just be able to say anything because he doesn't own the rights to Daredevil yet.
Probably not. But like, it's just all this canon stuff. Everything's canon at some point, and then it becomes non-canon.
But he still owns the rights to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and everybody's pissed that he just said that they weren't connected. Because it's like people invested years into that show.
And again, that's another show that like was canon. That they made a big deal of.
Samuel L. Jackson showed up as Nick Fury in that show.
Yeah, that show was canon, and now they're just like, oh, whatever. Like it's not, and it's like you can't do that. All right, you can't say something's canon and have people invest in it, and then just be like, that's bullshit.
I don't know.
I mean, like Daredevil not being canon, like doesn't hurt Daredevil. Daredevil's still an amazing show, but it's just like if it's canon, just fucking leave it canon, all right? Like Jesus Christ.
Like you could just easily fold it in, just be like, oh yeah, it's just happening somewhere else in New York.
Yeah,
and they're not big heroes, so it makes sense for them not to be in Avengers movies.
Yeah, it would make no sense for Daredevil to be in fucking Endgame. Daredevil got squished.
He would have died right
there. He would have been like, I can't see anything. What's the hell's happening?
It'd be too fucking loud. He wouldn't be able to see.
Like there's so much noise going on.
There's so much shit's blowing up and stuff.
And then Ant-Man would have squished him.
Ant-Man would have squished him. The only one that would have made it would be Luke Cage. He would have been
Luke Cage and maybe Jessica Jones.
Nah, I think Jessica Jones would have fought
Iron Fist. If Iron Fist was Iron Fist from the comics, he would fucking make it.
I was gonna say not TV show Iron
Fist. Not TV. He's a dumbass.
He's stupid.
He would have died He would have died from like a ninja.
He lost to Daredevil. He's gonna lose the Thanos.
How do you lose to Daredevil? Come on, like you're supposed to be the best fighter ever.
That's your power. Is that you're the best fighter in the world?
You lose to a blind guy in a fucking devil costume.
Yeah, he's literally blind. Can't see you.
Well, he can. I mean, technically, he can see.
Punisher may have made it just because he's not actually in the fight. He'd be shooting from afar. But...
I can just picture it. That'd be the funniest goddamn thing. John Bernthal in his like Punisher garb, just like it just cuts away from like a dialogue bit, and you just see John Bernthal with a gun, just like just growling at Thanos' people as he's shooting them. I would have laughed my ass off of that. That sounds hilarious.
It would have been fun if he was like next to Bucky and they were both just like
Hashtag recut Avengers Endgame and put that scene in it. Just that one scene.
Would have been amazing. That fucking one chick in Iron Fist, she would have made it longer than the actual Iron Fist.
Oh, for sure. She was badass.
She was.
Colleen Wing.
She would have made it. But yeah, it doesn't make sense for those heroes to be in an in-game level.
And they don't need to be. I mean, I think what made the MCU so cool was the fact that we had the movies that were all kind of connected and they crossed over, and then we had the TV shows that may or may not ever cross over with the movies. That's what makes a universe a universe.
But
if everyone's constantly crossing over with everyone, that's not a universe.
You're sitting in the back of your mind, you're like, Daredevil's out there somewhere. He's doing shit.
Yeah, that's fun. It's like in season 1 when of Daredevil, when that dude fucking like shoved that thing in his head. I was like, oh man, Iron Man's flying around somewhere. This is fun.
I always imagine when Punisher's in the prison murdering everybody, I'm like, Spider-Man's just down the street.
Spider-Man's out there like making quips and like helping old ladies across the street. Punisher's stabbing people in prison.
Ripping people's guts out in prison.
Yeah. Like that's fun. Like that's the fun stuff you think about.
I mean, they're two completely different tones, but
yeah, that's the point.
But they're there. They're in the universe. They're there. And I hope when the Netflix stuff rolls over, finally, Kevin Feige's finally just like, yeah, they're there. They're
gonna have to, because I swear to God, if they recast Daredevil and Kingpin, they're gonna have a fucking riot on their hands. All right.
I want Daredevil, Kingpin, and Punisher to stay the same actors. I don't care about anybody else.
Bring back everybody.
I mean, I'd be okay if they recasted the other ones.
Bring back Iron Fist and just make it good. Like that's all they have to do. Just make another season of Iron Fist and make it good.
Teach them
how they have to do
choreography, and then it'd be fine.
Yeah, don't give him 15 minutes to learn choreography.
And actually make him a good fighter in the show.
Yeah, don't make him a dumbass.
Don't make him stupid and get beat by ninjas. Like,
yeah.
And then my last piece of Marvel news. Marvel TV is to officially shut down. Current series will be folded into Marvel Studios.
The hell's Marvel TV?
Everything that is Marvel TV. Everything.
Does this include like Inhumans and shit?
Yeah, all that stuff.
So it's closing down and it's folding into Disney Plus?
So everything that hasn't been canceled is being folded into Marvel Studios.
So Runaways
has been canceled. So
Cloak and Dagger
been canceled.
Jesus Christ, did they just cancel all this shit?
The only show that hasn't been canceled is the Hellstorm show on Hulu. That's the only one
that hasn't even come out yet.
No, and that's the only one right now that's being folded into.
That Howard the Duck show better happen.
I think all those animated shows got canned also.
I swear to God, I'm going to write a strongly worded letter to Kevin Feige. I need this show in my life, all right?
They're doing a bunch of moving around with the TV shows and stuff.
No. Fuck this Harley Quinn show that Marvel's or DC's putting out, this weird animated Harley Quinn show. Give me an animated Howard the Duck show.
It may still happen. You never know.
I want it.
After all these movements happen, they could still do it.
Put George Lucas on it as the director.
I don't know if it got canned or if it's on hold, but it's one or the other. So
hashtag save Howard the Duck.
Hashtag save the dream.
Save the dream.
He's been a smoker for 50 years.
Oh my god, that's just Forrest Whitaker being Forrest Whitaker.
That's all the Marvel news I have.
Let's talk about DC news.
DC, I only got 2 things.
DC news. What do you have?
I got Wonder Woman 3.
Oh my god, they're already talking about Wonder Woman 3?
Already being planned. Also with
Jesus.
the Mascara spin-off movie in development.
Mascara? Oh, Themyscira spin-off? That's not happening.
It's in development. It's already in development.
That's not happening. I don't give a fuck. You know how many times they've said that, like, oh, Cyborg, oh, we're working on it.
They also say that Trench movie's still happening.
That's not fucking happening. That Tom Cruise Green Lantern movie ain't happening. None of this shit's happening.
But they already said they're working on Wonder Woman 3.
They can say that all they want, Devin. The Rock's been working on Black Adam for like 5 years.
That was also another. I actually have 3 news, I guess, because I forgot the Shazam 2 news.
Yeah, Shazam 2 got a release date.
And it's 3 months after Black Adam movie. Did you know that? Yep. After release date given to Black Adam, it's 3 months after.
I love how Shazam 2 comes out on April 1st.
It's a prank.
It's a big joke.
It's a big prank.
What if it actually doesn't exist and that's the joke?
It'd be better if Black Adam was on that release date.
God, that would have been perfect. You messed up, WB. Jesus.
It's like, oh, is it actually happening or is it a...
No, it's not.
It'd be kind of cool if these release dates stay these release dates and Black Adam and Shazam 2 are right back to back.
That would be awesome. That'd be great. Because I'm sure Black Adam would, or he should show up in Shazam 2. He probably won't.
It tie into it at least.
Yeah,
maybe not
awesome.
show up.
They referenced Black Adam in the first one, so like fucking...
Did they?
Yeah, when the wizard man, Digimon Hansu, who's also an Aquaman, he was talking about like, oh, we gave all the powers to this warrior and he went rogue and like did shit. And I was like, that's a Black Adam reference, even though he doesn't look like The Rock, but whatever.
I remember that. I'm excited. I'm more excited for Black Adam than Shazam 2, to be honest.
I'm more excited for Shazam 2. I love Shazam. Shazam was awesome.
I like Shazam also, but I think The Rock as Black Adam is just going to be amazing.
That's going to be cool, but like, how much of a villain are they going to make him?
I heard he's going to be more anti-hero of Deadpool.
Exactly. That's the fucking I want The Rock to be a villain.
He'd probably be the villain for Shazam 3, but not his own.
Well, he's not a villain then if he's an anti-hero.
He's not his own.
I want him to be like, I want like a killing younglings scene from like Revenge of the Sith, but with Black Adam's. Or with the Rock as Black Adam.
He's going to be the next Venom. That's what he's going to be.
No.
That's what he's going to be.
Like, I'll cut off your arms and roll you down the street like a turd in the wind.
Who wrote that dialogue? I want to know who wrote that. No, Sony the company did, yes. Sony. Who specifically wrote it?
Tom Hardy, probably.
Tom Hardy wrote
that line is from a comic.
Is it?
It is, yeah.
That's whoever wrote that.
It's from one of the Venom comics, and they put that in as like, hey, it's an homage. No. It's a dumb line either way.
Venom should never say turd. I'm sorry.
If he is gonna say, he should say like poop.
He should say shit. That's what
he should say. Shit. Like a shit in the wind. That sounds weird too.
Don't say that line at all.
Just cut that whole line out.
You just have to say anything. Just be like, I'm gonna fucking eat you, and then he eats.
I'm gonna eat you. No, he just eat him. Hey, I'm gonna eat you. Like, just eat him.
Just eat him.
He doesn't need to know you're gonna eat him. Just eat him.
It doesn't matter. He's gonna die anyways.
He's gonna die. Why does it matter? I love how they put that whole scene in the trailer, and then that was the end of the movie.
That was the very end.
Like Jesus Christ, they have not learned their lesson at all.
They did that with
Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, the Rhino scene. Fucking, I really wanted Rhino in that movie, but no.
Everyone did.
Everybody did.
I am the Rhino.
I wanted the real Rhino, not the mecha Rhino. But
well, maybe now we can get real Rhino.
The giant Russian man.
I'm the Rhino.
Yes.
Who would you cast as the Rhino?
It'd have to be somebody huge.
John Cena.
No. I can't think of muscular. Henry Cavill.
Oh my God, no.
Who's a giant?
Weird.
muscular man. I would say Arnold Schwarzenegger, but he's too fucking old.
That's who I was thinking. I was like, if we had a time machine, get Arnold from like 30 years ago. He'd be perfect.
It'd be perfect.
Get him right before he signs the contract for Batman and Robin. And just be like, no, you're playing the Rhino. You fuck. And get him as a Rhino.
Maybe the villain dude from Creed 2. He's kind of a big Russian guy.
Ooh, Victor Drago.
Is that the son? I guess because you can't do
Victor Drago.
Guy. You can do the old guy, and maybe him.
That could work. Yeah, he's a fucking mountain.
He is, and he. I don't remember him speaking, but can he speak?
He spoke like a couple times.
Can he speak Russian? Russian accent.
He's Russian, yeah. He's a Russian boy.
There you go. I'd get him. He's the only one I can think of, unless I could pick Arnold Schwarzenegger from like T2.
I'd say T1 because he was younger and more bigger in that movie.
No, he was thick in T2 though.
Oh my god,
massive. He was huge.
I wouldn't say thick. That's a totally different.
Have you seen him shirtless from T2?
I have. I've seen that movie a million times, and that scene specifically.
He'd kill Spider-Man.
Oh, he totally would.
Arnold
and Jingle All the Way would kill Spider-Man, all right?
When are you watching Jingle All the Way? When are you watching it?
On Christmas.
Not Christmas Eve.
Elf and Christmas. Elf and Jingle All the Way on Christmas.
Not Christmas Eve. You watch them on Christmas?
No, I watch Gremlins on Christmas Eve.
Gremlins?
Yeah.
Is that your other holiday choice movie?
Well, I mean, I haven't seen Gremlins in a long time.
It is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
It is. Fuck you. I'm
not
having this debate. It's a Christmas movie.
It's not.
It takes place on Christmas. It totally encapsulates everything about Christmas. It captures the spirit of Christmas. Santa Claus is in that movie. It's a Christmas movie.
Die Hard isn't, and Iron Man 3 isn't. They're both not.
Iron Man 3 is. Batman Returns is a Christmas movie. Batman at the end says Merry Christmas, so it's a fucking Christmas movie.
Fuck you. No, it's not happening.
It's not a Christmas movie. Batman Returns. Best Christmas movie ever.
Nope. My last DC news. Apparently, Crisis on Infinite Earth is a huge mess at the moment.
I've been wanting to fucking watch this. I don't know how many parts there are. I'll probably just watch it like as a whole when they all put them out. It doesn't surprise me this is a mess. I've already heard things about like Batman and how they've like fucked up Batman already and like done all this stuff. And like it doesn't surprise me because Crisis in the comics is usually a fucking mess. Every time they do an Infinite Crisis thing and try to like start over the universe, it's always a mess because it's comics and comics don't make sense. I don't care. I want to see Brendan Routh and the TV Superman and Kevin Conroy like interact with each other and like say stuff. Like that's all I care about.
I 100% agree. It probably is a huge mess. There's just too many things probably going on for this TV show. I don't know. I haven't.
And I still got to watch Watchmen. I've heard Watchmen has like gotten better.
It's gotten better. Did you get to the Joker boy and
no, I got 5 episodes into Gotham. I was like, this is bad. I'm not watching this.
Wow, you actually gave up on it. Yeah. Gave up on the TV show. Usually you're like, I gotta finish it.
Usually, but watch Gotham and you'll understand my pain.
I'm not watching it. I've heard it's bad.
Exactly.
I've heard it's bad. What DC news do you have? 'Cause it's all my news.
Flash gets a release date.
Oh yeah, I did. I saw that. I still don't believe it. That's
2022.
2022. It was supposed to come out last year or this year?
It was supposed to come out like 2 years ago. It's coming out now. It's coming out 2022.
3 years from now, so it's 5 years after the initial.
This movie's not happening.
Official release date. Ezra Miller's just over there, just like, oh yeah.
He's just waiting. He's like, I'll make like 2 more Fantastic Beasts movies before this movie comes out.
That poor guy.
Poor Ezra Miller.
He's probably contracted to where he has to be in it, but it's like.
Well, I mean, he seems like he wants to make like every time somebody asks him about it, because that's all anybody cares about is the Flash movie. He's like, "Oh, we're working on it, and it's gonna be the best thing ever, and we're gonna have like the Speed Force and like all that stuff." Blah blah blah. He seems like really passionate about it. It seems like a Henry Cavill Superman situation where it just keeps getting pushed off, and then it just won't happen.
Imagine if 5 years or 3 years from now, it gets released and it's just shit. It's just like you've pushed this off so much and it's shit.
I mean, that's a possibility. It could be.
Like. That'd be such a huge letdown. Like 5 years. You pushed it back 5 years and it still wasn't good.
I mean, I think they should have just did Flashpoint. I think they were too afraid of all the backlash they got by being like, oh, you're just jumping into shit. Who cares? Make Flashpoint.
They were gonna do that.
Yeah, a live action Flashpoint could have been amazing. I don't care if it's in the continuity or like if it doesn't make sense. I don't care. Would have been awesome.
Hopefully, with this direction that DC's going, they're just making movies that aren't connected.
Yeah, that's fine. That's all they need to do.
They could completely do that.
You want Superman and the Batman? Cool. Cast somebody else. I don't give a fuck.
I want Henry.
Get John Hamm.
I want Henry Cavill. Oh, John Hamm would be nice.
He's a little too old, but he could do it.
Nah, he could fucking do it.
He could do it. He'd have to get jacked.
He's all right.
No, like he's a fit guy, but like he needs to get jacked. Like you're playing fucking Superman, all right?
Just put him in a muscle suit. He'll be fine.
No, don't Zachary Levi it. Put the work in.
Zachary Levi says he's not in a muscle suit though.
He's in a fucking muscle suit, all right? If Zachary Levi wants to play games, I'll pull up some photos. You're in a goddamn muscle suit, Zachary Levi.
He says he's not.
I think he's probably joking because he's a sarcastic fuck. Because he is not that big. He's never been that big in his life.
What else you got?
Zack Snyder tweets Black Superman suit.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
And it's just a Superman suit, but it's black.
Where's his beard? He didn't have a beard.
Probably because this wasn't an official photo. It looks like he kind of just took a still from like one of their like production photos and just painted and colored it black. That's what it looks like.
I want bearded Henry Cavill.
We all do.
We saw it in the first Man of Steel.
Yeah, we did.
We did.
But no, we can't have that. He's got to be pristine and clean.
He's got to be pristine and clean.
That's the subtitle. Man of Steel, pristine and clean.
That sounds like a toothpaste for some reason.
It probably is. It wouldn't surprise me.
That's funny. All right. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. I just like to mention, I thought it was funny that you're wearing an Avengers shirt and I'm wearing a Stan Lee shirt. Yeah.
Again, not intentional.
Talking about DC.
About DC and shit. We're talking about Marvel.
Yeah, we did. Well, I did. You didn't. You just put your input on it, saying
I put my input on it.
Fuck Kevin Feige for not making.
Fuck Kevin Feige. That was
for not making Daredevil.
Essentially, yeah.
Anything else you want to say before we wrap up the podcast?
Fuck Kevin Feige. I want to see this meeting between Bob Iger and Martin Scorsese. I want to see this. I don't care if I have to pay money to go like be in the room with them. I want to see this.
Just live stream it on YouTube, and
if they record it, I'll do that. I don't think they're gonna record this because I feel like it'll be I feel like it won't even be like a meeting. It'll be like a confrontation. Like Martin Scorsese's like walking out to his car at night, and Bob Iger's there in the trench coat with a gun. It's like take back what you fucking said.
Well, Marvel is Bob Iger's baby right now. It's his baby.
I guess it makes him money. Yeah, Star Wars would be his baby if it made him money.
It does make him money, but he's like, people.
Yeah, but it sucks.
People aren't liking it. I don't like. Somebody's gonna say something about this meeting, whether they know anything that actually happened in it or not. We're gonna hear details about it.
Oh yeah, for sure. If Martin Scorsese comes out and all of a sudden he's like, "Oh, comic book movies are fucking excellent. I would love to do one." Like something happened.
He got paid off on.
Something happened. They did that Disney shit where they just like that Scientology stuff where they just completely like erase your mind.
Nah, they're straight up be like, "Look, we got Disney snipers. They're around the house.
We got sniped. They're following you everywhere from now on."
They're dressed in Mickey Mouse.
You say a fucking word about Marvel again, your fucking head's a cassava melon, all right?
We got them Disney snipers out there.
And next time you see Martin Scorsese, he's just going to have a dot on his chest.
He's going to be wearing an I Love Mickey Mouse shirt.
Yeah, everything. His life is devoted to Disney now. There's nothing but Disney stuff.
Well, we'll know in a couple weeks.
We'll know, Bob Iger. We'll know your fucking secrets.
You got a fun fact of the day?
Fun fact of the day. Spaghetti is like the best food ever. I had some.
Not a fact. That's an opinion.
That's not a fact. Do you disagree with me that spaghetti's awesome?
I don't disagree with you. I'm sure there's somebody out there that does.
So that's a fact. Well, that person's an asshole.
There's somebody out there who doesn't like spaghetti.
Probably like, oh, I'm allergic to noodles. All right.
What is
there's always that one person who's just like, oh, I'm allergic to like everything. Like, how do you live?
I'm allergic to cheese and noodles and tomatoes. Dude,
I used to be lactose intolerant for like 2 years.
See, lactose intolerant isn't allergic, but like it makes
No,
you
you
have
just
gas.
like get gas. Yeah.
So
And
like,
it sucked because I would always eat cheese and I'd feel like shit afterwards.
you can still eat it. It's just like you just have gas.
Well, I outgrew it. I outgrew that eventually. But like that was terrible because I hate getting gas because it makes my chest hurt. But I would always eat cheese and then I'd be like, oh, I feel fucking miserable now. But it was me doing it to myself. Like I could have stopped, but I didn't. Because it's cheese.
It's cheese. I'm sure there's somebody who's allergic to like everything. Like I can only eat wheat. That's it.
Louis C.K. said something, and I know we're not supposed to talk about Louis C.K. because he like pulled out his penis in front of some people, but like he had a joke that's frowned upon apparently, even though he said he was going to do it, but whatever. But he had a joke where he was just like, you know, like yes, I understand that people are like sensitive to like peanut allergies and stuff and whatever, but maybe if looking at a peanut kills you, you shouldn't be alive or something like really funny.
It's kind of fucking true.
I'm like, that's true. Yeah. It's a fucking peanut.
It's very true.
Louis C.K., man, he needs to make a comeback like quick.
Does
he's hilarious.
Yeah. Eddie Murphy can do it. He could do it.
Yeah, Eddie Murphy waited 30 years. I don't want to wait 30 years for 30 years from now. Louis C.K. is gonna be dead.
You might be dead.
I probably will be.
So
I'll be dead sooner than that, probably.